broken wheel. Lost in the chaos, no grip, no feel. Pete shouting orders, Sam still checked out. It's a miracle, anything gets it out. Backfire is endless. Broadcast the circus gets second guess. All we need can't stop us in. Nobody knows who's steering this craze.
Good evening, BSTV fans, race fans, and welcome to a brand new season of V8 Racing here on Backfire Simsport TV. I suppose I better check that people can hear me. Oh yeah, they can. That's fine. We kick things off at one of the most iconic circuits in the world, Mount Panorama, Bathurst. A track that doesn't just test drivers, it defines them. I'm in the booth tonight with Wobbly, and together we're ready to bring to you every moment of what it promises to be an incredible start to the season. Also in the booth with us is Mr. Chris Jackson. Good evening.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, and Wobbly, good evening.
Oh, good evening to you. And what a lovely sentence and what a lovely intro. Like somebody made that for you and has some skill doing so.
Well, we need somebody to do it tonight because I'm riddled with the flu. So apologies for all the guttural sounds, folks. They'll be coughing and spluttering and snotting all night. But you're going to love the racing, nevertheless. Bathurst is unlike anything else. Long straights, brutal braking zones, and that narrow, unforgiving mountain section where one mistake can end your race in an instant. From Hell Corner all the way through to the S's, across Skyline and down into the chase. This place demands absolute precision and total commitment. A new season means new stories, hopefully not nightmares. Familiar names will return with unfinished business while new challenges arrive, hungry to make their mark. Everybody starts on zero, and tonight is where the journey begins. There's no easing into a session here. Bathurst throws everything at the drivers from lap one, and only the sharpest, bravest and smartest will come out on top. So buckle up. The grid is forming in about 10 minutes, and the engines will get roaring and the wait will be over. Let's go racing. And you can see the track map. If you're familiar with V8s, you'll know Bathurst like the back of your proverbial hand. If you are new to V8s, then welcome to probably the most iconic racetrack for V8s. I am Pete, puts the flu in influencer, Bingham, and Wobbly is Weber, puts the Weber into WeBuyAnyCar.com. That's not my jokes, that's Jamie Wilson. Gets a little bit of a giggle either way. Right, so we'll talk about what happened last time. We should have a quick look at what's going on in this qualifying session. Excuse me, I'll just turn iRacing up a little bit because it's very distant with the camera where it is. You want to hear the cars, right? So we've got Kenzie, who is fastest on track in this qualifying session at the moment. We're halfway through quali at the minute. Simon Trendle was your champion from last season, if I'm remembering everything correctly, that is. Let me go and double check that what I'm telling you is true. Yes, I am telling you absolute truths. It was a very solid season, but it went right down to the wire, Wobbly, didn't it? Was I there for the last race of the season? I was, wasn't I?
I think you were there because that was the one race I couldn't do.
Yeah, it was really good. A very challenging season it was as well. This one is well subscribed, 30 drivers, of which we've got like 25 in here this evening, which is a good proportion of the turnout. We've got nothing but blue skies, Chris, so no excuses about rain and all that nonsense. This is going to be a dry race, sunny race, probably with a very hot track because the Aussies are late summer at the moment. Or is it early autumn? I don't know. But yeah, it's going to be no excuses tonight, eh?
The track currently is 30 degrees, so it doesn't seem that hot, like, especially not for an Australian summer, I think. Looking at the lap times, I just saw Chris Blix mushing and murdering Kenzie's lap with a whopping 55 thousandths of a second. I mean, if you get beaten by that large enough amount, I would put myself in a corner and put on a hat that says donkey.
Yeah, yeah, too right. Right, what else have we got to talk through?
So
go on.
let me interrupt you, Pete. Let
Yeah.
me interrupt you. So, Chris, you as an experienced V8 driver, would you care to take us through a lap if Pete finds someone who's just starting a lap?
Actually, I was just watching Eric. If you jump on with Eric, he's on a out lap. But what stands out to me is his ability to position his car super close to the corners. This track is technical as it is, and the walls, it'll bite you if you hit the walls, but it'll also reward you if you get as close as you can to each of the walls, and then balance the car with your brake and the loud pedal, and that's where the lap time really comes in. And watching him, his onboards in that is he's able to position his car very, very accurately. So obviously his pace is showing. So natural skill there, very impressive. I would jump on with him.
Yeah, we're on board with him at the minute as he heads down towards Forest Elbow.
So I always found the Forest Elbow one of the trickiest corners, especially because I can't take that corner normally, apparently. The only way for me to take the corner is just to cut it off a little bit, and that's why I'm really quick, but if the race is an enduro race usually on here, I just murder my tires after 60 minutes, and after 60 minutes I just fall off the pace. And I reckon that in the V8s it's going to be even worse if you would do that you don't open up the corner and just cut it on the inside.
I think it's only 10 laps in the sprint, so you can get away with an aggressive setup. So you could probably go a little higher camber, find something that's going to balance the front and the rear. So you can be pretty aggressive. If you overdrive it, it'll punish you for about that lap, but the tires can come back in.
So Eric Blix is starting the lap. Chris, go ahead and take us through this, and the rate markers will be very interesting.
You'd want to brake turn one before the 100 board. Car seems to reward, at least for me anyway, a little lift and a coast before braking. Seems to give better braking performance into it. As you head up the mountain here, or after turn one straight, going into turn two here, you want to brake just after the 150 board. And as you turn it in, you'll want to keep it nice and tight, right by the rumble strips, but not touching it, and then watch oversteer on exit. Very tricky part coming up the hill here. Lift, coast, tight into this corner. It really sets up the mountain area. You're going uphill steep, so you want to be on the throttle good. And the whole mountain section, if we could watch Eric, and if he doesn't make a mistake, nice and tight to the corners, and really rewards flowing the course in. So you want to be as far wide out, tight in, back out wide, etc. through this whole section.
Kind of looks like he's avoiding the curbs.
And as down the mountain, you want to be as tight as possible without clipping the corners. Tricky area because too much throttle can really kick you around. He's in a good spot coming down the mountain that if the car in front, I'm not sure who it is, I can give him, hit the wall. So if you can avoid that, it'll be okay. And I'm not watching the broadcast, so I don't know if it's exactly timed right, but I'm watching Eric live here, so.
Yeah, he seems to be
that
alive.
should be, yeah, that should be very similar.
Okay, and as you come in, 200 board or just before it, into the chase, you want to clip the curb, second gear, hard on the throttle, short shift into third, and then probably the hardest corner on the whole track is downhill, braking a bit early about the 150. Nice and tight. You can clip it a little bit the inside curb, and it's okay. And then getting the power down for the start finish.
So we were on board for that lap, and he just improved on his quickest lap time previously. Or looking at the way he was steering, it looked like he was steering the other way more than where the corner was going. But eventually, it came down to a very, very good and tidy lap there. Thanks for taking us through that, Chris.
Not a problem. Now, his ability to control that car, he's working it with the wheel and the pedal, both pedals. It's very impressive.
So I'm gonna put you on the spot, Pete. Who do you think that is gonna? It's a long shot. We have six rounds, obviously. But with Simon Trendle winning the last previous season, Kenzie now back in it. Hopefully, he will do the full season because we saw a couple of times where he wasn't there. Who would your money be on for this season?
It's hard to bet against Kenzie. He's not on track at the minute, which is why your screens went still there. He's such a strong driver. He doesn't really get put under pressure, like mentally. I mean, other drivers try and put him under pressure, but he doesn't let it affect him. He's fairly stoic. He can be quite aggressive, and I think sometimes a bit of aggression is needed. So I think Kenzie. My money would be on Kenzie for this season. I know Simon claimed it last season. I don't know. We've not had any changes to the car, but I just think Kenzie, if he can do every round, I think he's going to be a tough package to overcome, if that makes sense.
Well, I think that it's pretty good. I mean, you are completely right to not rule out Kenzie in any sort of matter. I would say Simon Trendo again, probably. Chris, where would your money be on?
I think they're both excellent choices. I think on some tracks, I think when we're at Bathurst, Kenzie has the pace. Over the whole season, Simon is always there, even on tracks. I know he doesn't like this track as much as others, but he has such a toolkit, his ability to fuel save, his ability to qualify well, his race pace, his tactics, etc. If I had to put money, I would probably go for Simon, but at the same point, Eric's pace is unbelievable. Kenzie could be right there. Michael, it could be a 4-car battle depending on luck and aggression and, drop rounds, etc.
All right, we are gridding. I hadn't even noticed. Let me extend grid in a second. There we go. Right.
Oh. I did the same thing.
Did you really? Excellent.
Yeah.
I've just overwritten yours. Right, okay, so Eric Blixt will lead us away here. I can do teams in this one. I shouldn't, though, because my throat won't take it. So Eric Blix will lead us away. Kenzie Newhoff on the front row next to him in second. Michael Harley-Davidson off in third. Got to keep the names right. Simon Trendle off in fourth. Greg Carr is your first BSTV Cup car. I'll talk about that in a minute. Next to Tyler Newitt, Bob Woodhouse in seventh. Eighth we'll see Tony Kloosterman, previous champion of the series. And Adam Wright in ninth. 10th will be Stephen Phillips. 11th will be Ant Woodward with Andrew Hoffman back with us for this season in 12th place. 13th is Stephen Walker, Lucky Wookie Walker. Vincent Skilbeck will go off in 14th. Daniel Solo 15th. Jamie Wilson 16th. Right, Jan Serebransky. I've never said that name before, and probably for a good reason. 17th, he's new to our series. We'll have a look at what he's got throughout this series. 18th, we'll see Anton Shishonkov.
Shishonkov.
That's what I said. Rob Venoff, 19th. 20th will be Eduardo Lorente. 21st, John Higgins. It's fresh from the Snook Hall. 22nd will be Anton Oman. Mikhail Serov goes off 23rd. 24th shows Chris Jackson, but he will not be racing. He's in the booth. He did some practice laps to try and help his teammates out. And we're ready to race. So let me go on to a different screen. So in your time in tower, folks, if the number is in blue, it means they are in the pro classification of cars. Now, there's only 7 of them, and that includes Chris Jackson. The rest of them are all in BSTV Cup, and that's to give a distinction between various abilities, as I need to figure out where my camera needs to be. There we go. So everybody's got something to race for, so keep an eye on that.
Oh, stall at the back.
Oh, yeah, somebody's not gone. Somebody in a blue car. Maybe a Hydra race car?
So heading for his first corner, a really good launch there from Eric Blix, and Kenzie is now right over him. He came through that first corner quite quickly, and he's already really close. He's under a tenth of a second, so they might be side by side. Here we go, side by side, going over the crest of this hill. Is this going to end up in tears, or are they going to slot in together? Eric Blix on the inside, defending, and very late on the braking. Is Kenzie able to cut back? No, he is not. Further back, I see a couple of cars going uphill, a couple of the BSTV cars. I think one of them had a little bit bit of a slight contact in the beginning, but they all sorted out. Going through the first corner to the left, uphill, it's always very tight and tricky, especially on those cold tires. One small mistake, one throttle too quickly, side by side, going uphill there. I think that is Stephen Walker is having a good view on Hoffman and Daniel Soto. They're still side by side through this corner. A little bit of a slide in the middle of that. Now Stephen is trying to get some, but they're still going uphill. Amazing ability with driving, and a touch there on the side. Now Stephen is taking advantage of that. I think that Hoff got smacked a little bit into the wall. Stephen on the inside, trying not to kill Hoff, and now going through the S's. Are they gonna settle down? Stephen just backs out of it, and I think that was the smartest thing to do.
Yeah, definitely.
In that situation.
Oh, where's Jan gone? Oh, Jan's lost the front.
Well, he lost he got it again. He got it again.
Someone slapped it back on again straight away.
Oh, no. And it's off again.
I think he had broken front suspension.
Oh, that is an unlucky start of his BSTV career, but good to see that we still have a feature race. So get back on track, do some laps, and make sure that the feature race still comes out as a good result.
Yeah, we got David Burns out already. I don't know why.
He didn't start.
He did not start, right? Okay, that explains that then. And Jan Serebransky, I will get these names right, round about the last race of the season, folks. He has gone to pits on a tow, so he's going to be in there a while, because towing around here is a brutal length of time.
I was thinking, let's call him Seabrinsky.
Seabrinsky?
Yeah, you know, we can't mess that up.
Well, yeah, I can.
Can we?
Oh,
you can.
Oh, who's that strobing in and out? That's Tyler. No, it's not Tyler, it's Adam. Has Adam got a dodgy internet connection by any chance?
Oh no, he has a dodgy skill, if that's what you mean.
Yeah.
I gave him some lovingly BSTV encouragement in the beginning via some chat messages.
Oh, good. Like, drive faster.
I actually said, why you're not using your right foot? There's a lot of that. So Chris, approaching this sprint race, is there any tactical things going on, or is it just I try to go as hard as I quickly as I can and not murder the tires and just hope that I get through the last couple of laps?
That's it. Go balls to the walls, give it everything you got, keep it off the wall, and yeah, try to. You can punish them a little bit, just you don't want to have some big lockups.
So after the big lockups, it takes about 4 or 5 corners to get them back in a good heat cycle.
It does take them a while. I noticed that if you're going through a corner, it'll take even longer. You kind of need a long straight to help get those tires back.
Further back in the field, John Higgins just had a smack with the wall while chasing Anton Oman, who just went wide a little bit on that corner, and the side of the right rear of John Higgins, or left rear, I can't remember, probably the left rear, is a little bit banged up.
Well, left front is, you can see the tyre through the front of the car.
Oh, maybe it was the left front. Then we got the whole car, left front, right rear, you know.
Yeah, it didn't come up as an incident on my screen at all, which is odd, but there you go. Welcome to
I saw it
SDK
happen live
things.
on my own.
Oh, what happened then?
That is a really big slide from Daniel Soto, but he gets out, and that might be, is he getting away with that because he crossed the line of someone white?
And someone went straight on. I don't know what's going on.
That's the track grease in the last corner or something.
Let's just have a look at what happened with this. This is weird.
So he just went white.
Yeah.
Maybe tapped here because the speed.
Oh yeah. He's been helped round. We'll call that. Okay.
And it looks like
he's tried to give the position back.
Yes.
Yeah, well done to him. Who was that? Daniel? No, it wasn't Daniel. Oh, it was, I don't know who it was now.
No, I'll check.
Try and figure out who the hell that was. Anton, maybe?
It's still looking for...
Up at the front, no changes at the minute. Eric with a little gap, we'll call that. What's a safe gap, Chris? Do you reckon, in terms of time, or have you not raced enough to know what the tow effect is?
We did a bit of testing with the tow behind Tony and it's not huge. So the minute you get to a second, you're pretty safe.
Oh, okay.
To readdress the driver that readdressed the position, that was Hoffman.
Oh, it was Hoff, was it? Right, okay.
Yeah, it was the Hoff. Yeah.
Cool.
So that mystery is sorted.
Yeah.
Are we still on replay, Pete? Or is
What? I do this a lot.
it? Well, not as lot as the person who shall not be named.
This one?
Well,
This one here?
especially that one.
Oh, what's going on here? We've got a crowded house here, look.
So all three of them fighting for the same bit of tarmac. This is a fight for the 11th position, 10th position. On the inside, Stephen Phillips has a slight contact there with Ant, but they make it through. Ant has a really good exit compared to Stephen. Right behind them is Jamie Wilson, and he is hoping that these two will tango and he will get through and maybe get 2 freebies. Now they're still side by side.
Ooh, look
That
at
is going to compromise Ant and going to compromise Stephen, while Jamie can take his normal line, but he is bump drafting. Well, he's getting very intimate with that
Yeah, he
rear
really is.
bumper.
Yeah, he's checking out the shopping in the boot.
So he's helping him and getting alongside
Whoa!
Steven. Oh, and he almost cut off his
Oh.
nose, but they came through uphill together. And the slightest of unsettlements on that corner will just spear you off into the wall.
Chris, bump drafting in these things, is it helpful or is it assisted suicide?
Down the big straights, I love it. But into a braking zone, not so much.
So it's great everywhere except for going uphill. I love to see that
Robinson.
they hitting the curb on the outside there, going up the hill, and then you just see the car unsettle a little bit. It just bounces up, and it's obviously also inherited to what kind of setup you're using, but it's also the characteristics of the car, of the V8s, that is just a little bit more lively than most other cars that we drive on the surface.
I love Vincent's paint schemes. This one's a good one. That matte flames on the bonnet of the car. That's really nice.
He still is running his rear, I mean his spoiler and his rear wing. So I would assume that if he drops that, he'd probably be like top 4.
Oh,
Well, that's just dodgy internet connection. And the person flying this drone has an amazing skill set.
oh,
He can keep up with this
absolutely. This group
So
is
that's a
still together.
spin on the straight, and I think that was
Tony.
Was it?
Really good battle between Greg and Tyler here, too.
Oh, right. I'll have a look at that in a second. Is it just over rotation on the corner?
Tony was a little bit eager on the throttle, came in quite hard, got on the throttle, and
Yeah.
just lost the rear.
Every V8 driver has done that. Every single one of them.
So Tyler and Greg car fighting it out for 5th position. Tyler is all over the rear of Greg, and he's building up the pressure. On a track like this, there are certain areas where you can really excel, and if you're quick enough in the good parts of the track, then you can get away with being slow uphill. But if you're good downhill, then you can retain and remain fighting that position. So I love that there's so many aspects on Bathurst where it just ebbs and flows the whole time. The gaps they increase and they fall down, and it's just so hard to follow. I mean, it's amazing. I think it's one of the better tracks. I know some people don't like it, but they are all wrong.
What's your favourite V8 or track for V8s, Chris? Phillip Island?
I enjoy Phillip Island, but Bathurst has a special place in my heart. This is, it has a little bit of everything, so it is, it is hands down my favorite.
Ah, cool.
Tyler's always been a specialist around here, and one thing I always recall racing him is his straight line pace, and you can see him against Greg. He seems to build his setups and everything that he has that ability.
Yeah.
He's always been super fast around this place, so look for him to maybe make a move on Greg at one of the ends of the straights.
Well, we're just over halfway through this first sprint race, or the sprint race, because the next one's going to be a 40-minute feature race, folks, where a pit stop is likely to be mandatory. I don't know anybody that's got a solar-powered car this season. I don't even think that Simon's got the panels on his roof anymore. In fact, I'm going to have a look. Where's Simon? 4th place. No panels on his roof this time. So, you know, we're going to see... Ooh, what? For real?
He just had a brain fart.
No. We've had a pilot at the top of the mountain. I was at the bottom of the mountain with my cameras.
So Jamie going down the S's, just losing the car, and it snaps, and
that's
then
expensive.
I hope...
Oh,
No,
God.
it's always Vincent's luck to
no,
hit
it's
someone.
Oh, my word. That boy can't buy a race with nobody else crashing in it. Oh, right, okay. That's what happened there then, folks.
So side by side going uphill, I think that is Rob and Daniel Soto. They are fighting it out. They managed to sort it out now, but they were going uphill side by side in the first bit. There's a lot of battles going on, especially we've seen Tyler and Greg Carr.
What's going on
and at
here?
the front we still have Kenzie. Oh, this seems like
This is
slow
weird.
driving.
Yeah, his car's crabbing. That's
is
a
it?
ruined car. I think, anyway. Ooh, cool. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that seems
That's
like a ruined car.
Fighty, isn't it?
So left front is completely bent.
We'll go back on the drone.
You should tell me, mate. Then otherwise, it's just I don't have the remote control ready.
Oh, sorry. I wondered why it was a bit sketchy. Right, so Kenzie
that's just
has decided to light the wick now. He's caught up with Eric Blixt. Do you reckon he's going to play the long game, Chris, and just let Eric win and gather the points? Or do you think Kenzie's going to want to take all the points away from him straight away, first race?
Kenzie wants the points. He's going to go for it.
That's what everybody wants to hear on the broadcast. It's good entertainment for us. Oh, what's going on back here? Oh, no!
That's this incident. That's what.
Oh,
yeah, they
dear.
were so no. Oh, he collected someone else as well. I don't know who that was.
Did he?
But yeah. I think that's the half got
Oh, the
collected
half.
into that. I think he just had, maybe it was a slight neck coat, but he speared past, and I thought he was clear, but then I saw his car spinning out.
Right, let's have a look at this.
It's a small mistake by Rob, and then
oh.
a slow slide there by Daniel, and then he bounces off, and then mate.
It wasn't
Right
Daniel,
behind.
that was Tony Klusterman in there.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. So, lots of casualties, Chris, on the first race.
The mountain bites.
The
It
mountain
bites indeed.
Oh, yeah. And these two might be part of that casualty list if they get together as well. No, the closest two on... No, they're not, although they were. John Higgins has found himself some running friends now as well. New point system this season as well, so all race weeks are capped at 300 points, no matter how many races we actually do. There's 3 race formats now as well. There's this sprint feature, so a 20-minute followed by a 40-minute with a fuel stop. There's a super sprint race week, which is 3 20-minute sprint races, and then there's the endurance that you will have seen in other race seasons as well. So a bit more variety. You get a trophy for the BSTV Cup. You get a trophy for the overall winner, and I'm considering doing a trophy for teams this season as well. Considering, whoops, wrong car. I want this one.
To quickly readdress what Chris mentioned earlier about Tyler setups, you're completely right, by the way, Chris, because I know for a fact that when we did the 12-hour Bathurst years ago, Tyler was always insisting on getting us the least possible amount of wing on the rear. Basically, he just didn't want any wing. But yeah, definitely nudging towards quicker cars on the top speed and just surviving the corner with less downforce.
Yeah, I've seen it. You know, I've had Tyler chase me many times, or I've been behind him on other tracks where, like Mosport, where he's very, very good. And you could notice that he runs the low wing, The hardest thing with that setup is you build the setup to have more mechanical grip, which is great until the tires start to fall off. So whenever I was in that scenario, I was always trying to just keep him behind while waiting for his tires to start to fall off a little bit and then try and get a bit of a gap. So that's the only compromise with that, is when you have a lower downforce, is you are using a bit more of your tires up.
Great inside information there from Chris, our previous multiple champion. Looking at this fight between Marco Harley-Davidson and Simon Trendle, you could tell that Harley-Davidson was definitely slightly nudging the wall, just scraping it ever so slightly without damaging his car. So that just gives you an indication of how hard it is to drive and how hard they are pushing up and down that hill. Mountain, sorry.
Definitely, I've seen Michael in a few races and watched a few, and a few of his longer runs. I find that he falls off a little more than his teammate Eric. I believe they're teammates, aren't they?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. In terms of the long pace, where he just might be driving style. I'm assuming they probably use a very similar setup, where he does struggle, I think, over the long pace. And Simon, we all know he's excellent at it. So you can see he's probably going to be pushing for that final spot on the podium there.
Adam's taken the extracurricular route through the chase there.
By the way, Chris, I don't know if you mentioned this, but I mean, that would be a good shout. Like, if you want to know what's on the broadcast specifically, just click Pete's stream in Discord.
Yeah. Go and look at my stream in Discord, Chris.
So then you know what we're looking at. I can't believe that I didn't mention this before the broadcast.
I thought he was watching it already. Oh, Adams defended that just about. Ooh, what's going on here? Simon getting really, really close now to Michael Harley-Davidson.
You know, every time I got my iRacing on my right screen and I got the stream on the left screen. But every time I click on focus on crashes, it just pops me up to Tony Klusterman. Like, he's just driving around and he just pops me to Tony. I had a real good laugh with Tony the other day going into the Pit Stop Cup, just because we are so, like, TCRs are so quick on Catwell. It was quite hilarious when the P8s were not up to pace yet in the practices, and we were just haunting them the whole bit. It was super weird.
That was a really good Pit Stop Cup finale, that. Really good. Just showed the difference in the speed that the TCR can manage around such a tight and twisty track compared to these monsters. These guys need some time to wind up, don't they?
Yeah, and looking at the lap times for this track, I know that on the quickest lap times we were able to do like on Bathurst.
Yeah.
Like the quickest lap time I ever did was a 2:89-ish or something on the old tire model. I'm assuming there was less heat. So looking at the times now, it'd probably be like a 2:10 maybe. I can't remember, but like it would probably be like 2 seconds off, because again the twisty bits would just help so much. But you also get slammed going uphill by the V8. It would be crazy as well, and just on the straight you would just pull away. I mean, it's 2:12, it wasn't 2:8.
Yeah.
Misrecall.
Are you watching the Discord stream now, Chris? White flag?
I don't see the Discord. I got the YouTube stream up, so it's a little delayed from in iRacing.
Okay. You know the room we're in on Discord?
Yeah.
If you go there, you can see the bit against my name that says live. If you click on that and click watch stream, and then make it full screen, you'll be able to see exactly what I'm broadcasting.
Simon making a dummy move on the inside there of Harley-Davidson, and he is all over him. And Simon has always been really, really good under braking, not just in the V8s, but also in the TCRs. Every time you fight him, you just know you have to brake ever so slightly later just to pass him. And when he's right behind you, it just sometimes creeps up on you.
Look at that.
You see him coming in. He had almost a tank slapper. That is how hard he's pushing.
Yeah.
Okay, I got the Discord up. Thanks, Pete.
Wicked. You can be as terrified as I am with these cameras now.
Can we get an overview of the quickest lap time speed?
Best time. Where's best time? Best time.
This is the last lap, by the way.
Yeah.
So Okay, so Kenzie currently holds the quickest lap time, and he's still only 6/10 behind Eric Blitz. They are going through Elbow Forest, and now it's all the big run. Don't make a mistake, Eric Blitz will pray to the gods, hoping that his tires hold on and that he is able to fend off an ever fiercely and charging Kenzie. Going uphill at the last bit, but looking from this perspective, I think that if Eric Blitz just keeps it clean and even slightly maybe breaks a little bit more safe, he still gets away with the win. Now Simon Trendle is all over on the inside. He's on the curb, unsettles the car. On the inside here, Michael Harley-Davidson defending.
He's going to overrun.
Simon trying to do the undercut.
Good
And he
pressure.
passes him right, and there is an amazing pass on the not last corner, second to last corner. Eric Blitz taking home the victory, and right behind him, Kenzie Newenhoff. Barney is swinging his arm out, and we have a little bit of a show and a power slide. Simon Trendle comes in third position after putting on the pressure of Michael Harley-Davidson, who ended up fourth. Tyler actually came in fifth. As Chris rightfully pointed out, he is a kind of a sort of specialist on this track. Even though he lacks some practice times, the time to practice, he's still able to get down and generate a really good result. Further back, we see Ant Woodwork and Adam Wright who came in together. Actually, a really good result by Ant, and I expected more from Adam.
That is an amazing paint job. How have I not seen Anton's car before this point? Ooh, what was that?
A little bit banged up here. I think this is Stephen Walker coming in. Just came in, and behind him, Rob Fan, who thought that a front bumper was a necessary accessory.
Yeah, so last year to have front bumpers.
Who needs one anyway?
Yeah.
Don't tell that to my wife.
Here comes Vincent down the mountain. Still on the lead lap. I mean, the incident hasn't diminished his ability to score, but that's Jamie Wilson also on the mountain coming down.
Yeah, they both had to take a trip down pit lane probably to get the cars sorted.
Yeah. And then Jan Sorobransky, who said it right, yay, who had that really big crash at the start. He's going to be one of the last of the cars to cross the line on lead lap, so that's a good recovery from him.
Good to see that he came back, and good to see that he's sponsored by Puma. I don't know if they're gonna pay for all the repairs that he forced them to make in a short period of time during the race. Actually, I like Puma because I'm running the marathon on Puma shoes, so that is a +1 for Sebrinski.
So, Chris, that overtake by Simon's one of the best bits of pressure driving, pressure in the other driver that I've seen in years.
It was an excellent move. He set it up good. Just a tiny lockup by Michael, and that allowed him to drift wide, and he was able to do the over-under. So, very impressive.
Right, let's go through the finishing order for the first race. Eric Blitz was your winner for Alcantech NHR by Nyman Racing, but only just nearly 4/10 of a second over Kenzie Newenhoff for Hydro Race Racing Forces. You know, it's Kenzie's won this series a couple of times now, so to keep him behind is quite a challenge. Third and last podium step, Simon Trendle with an amazing overtake in the penultimate corner for Team Chimera. Michael Hafliderson for Alcantech NHR by Nyman Racing comes home fourth. And then the first of the BSTV Cup cars, or Cup Championship cars. Tyler Newitt, first in class, fifth on track for BSTV Esports Green. Greg Carr, sixth and second in class for Never Quit Racing. That's the American version of that team. And then Bob Woodhouse in seventh for NQR Europe. Stephen Phillips was eighth but third in class for BSTV Cup for Dashhound Racing. Adam Wright was 9th for BSTV Green, and Woodward was 10th for NQR Europe. Anton Shishonkov, is that right? I said that kind of right. I'll get these eventually. 11th, Daniel Soller was 12th for Alcantech NHR by Nyman Racing. That's not right, is it? He is Alcantech NHR by Brain Cow, and it says it on my left-hand screen on SDK, but not in this. Why would it do that? Never mind. I'll sort that later. Stephen Walker finished 13th for BSTV. Eduardo Lorente finished 14th. Rob Venn finished in 15th for BSTV Esports Green. Jeff Saunders finished 16th for the J. Corley Colts JC Academy. John Higgins finished 17th. Mikhail Serov for 1 horsepower racing, he certainly had more than one, finished 18th. Next page needed, there we go. 19th was Anton Oman for Alcantech NHL. Oh no, he's the Brain Crow one. Oh, okay, maybe I had it right the first time.
Be having his inner monologue the whole time.
Absolutely, it wouldn't be a BSTV broadcast if I wasn't ranting at myself for some reason. Vincent Skilbeck finished 20th after incidents for Skilby Racing. Same for Jamie Wilson, 21st for Team Chimera. And for Jan Sarabransky, who finished 22nd for Beda Racing. Tony Klusterman finished 23rd for Never Quit Racing. Andrew Hoffman, the Hoff. Why have I got Hoff in there beside his name? I need to do an override for that. 24th for Southern Cross Racing, back with us. Chris Jackson's in the booth, and David Burns did not begin the race. So that's the finishing order for the first of tonight's races. Other than the crashes, Chris, I don't think there was any surprises necessarily. What are your thoughts?
No, I thought it was an excellent race. New cars, I guess, they lead to close racing here. You know, I really like that the draft isn't huge, and then that helps because it doesn't unsettle the car when you're chasing behind. So, you know, we saw a lot of close combat racing, a lot of clean racing. So I'm excited for the next the feature.
Me too. It's going to be a different prospect completely. Some of these drivers we've never seen driving the V8s before. They all seem very capable though. Why am I saying, Wobbly, you are amazing?
Because I need to go to the toilet. Thank you.
Okay. Strangest messages ever. Welcome to BSTV, folks. Some of these drivers we've never seen before. Pit lane entry here, Chris. It's a ridiculous challenge all on its own, really, isn't it?
It definitely is tricky. You want to brake just a little bit before your normal braking for the final corner. And it's very easy if you hit the downshift at the wrong time to lose the rear and slide it through the grass and almost back on the track. So it rewards being aggressive, but very easy to make a little mistake and cost a lot of time.
Yeah, it's not quite the ridiculousness of Laguna Seca's pit lane entry, but because you end up going through that silly S-bend thing. I know it's so that they can screw off the speed before you go ploughing into the wall. But is he going to go in? Yes, he is. You go in here, and there's so much grass here to touch on both sides. Even if you straight line it, you can pick up a slowdown and a dangerous entry. That's pretty good from Tyler. It's not something you want to do blind, is it? You want to have practiced that, right?
You definitely want to practice, and I don't think enough people put enough time into that.
No.
The reason being, you're going at slower speeds typically in there. So if you can be more aggressive, rather than a tenth or 2/10 that you can make in a regular corner, you can pick up half a second to a second on that entry. As long as, you know, sometimes it's rewarding enough to take a 1x if you're in a situation that you need to create a bit of a gap, that you can get a second advantage by being very, very aggressive, and I think that's why some of the people practice it. And Tyler, I definitely know, has practiced it. That was a very, very good entry there.
It was, yeah. Michael Henderson has said, the screen is right. I am also right. It is Daniel Solo in Nyman Racing, and it's Anton Oman that they've sold down the river to Brain Crow. Where is that guy with the great paint? Is he on track? No, he's not. No, that's Jan. Where's he gone? It wasn't Mikhail, rather. No, I'll have to find him later. It was a really nice paint job. I'm going to go back to, where's Vincent? Vincent's on track. There he is. I'm going to go back to this car because I really do like this paint. It's very, very almost retro graffiti. I know he's done a few like this. He had almost a solid gold car for a couple of seasons, which was amazing. And I do like the fact that they are creative with the paint, because you kind of want to stand out in the crowd, you know. Okay. hopefully, that was Stephen Phillips practicing his starts. Well, how do you start these things these days? Is it 100% gas and off the brake like it used to be, or is there much more to it now?
It is very different. I'm not one to ask for this. I haven't practiced it. You cannot do that cheat before where you can stomp on the brake, hit the gas, release the brake, and away you go.
Right.
Now it requires a handbrake
What?
to hold you, like a line locker to hold you in place, and
Right.
it's a very tricky balance between clutch and throttle, and then releasing the clutch slowly. So there's a lot of skill now involved with it.
Okay. That's probably my race ruined right from the start then, because I'm bad enough going around the corners in these things, let alone launching them off. So it's welcome back to the Hoff, who's back with Southern Cross Racing. He's been away for a few seasons. Good to have him back. And he seems fast, and he seems, well, dare I say it, safe. Just cursed him completely. He's going to be in the wall straight away in the next race. We're in 10 minutes of warm-up, folks. A bit of light relief in between so that people can go for a wee between races and things like that.
Pete, are you able to bring up the fastest laps from race 1 still, or is that reset on you?
No, it resets as soon as you go through to the next session. It's a heat racing thing in iRacing. You can't recover what's already happened.
I'll have to go by memory.
Okay.
The top 10, their fastest laps are in the 208s, with the exception of the top 2, I think, who were 207s. I think it's important because it's a reverse 10 split, isn't it?
It's either 10 or 12 or 15. I don't even remember anymore. Give me a second. I'll be able to tell you very shortly. Leagues.
It's 12. It's 12.
12.
So Eric Blixt, his quickest lap was 276, and then it started to settle it down about 2.8 flat. That is about his pace. Now looking at Kenzie, he was doing similar lap times, obviously, because they basically crossed the finish line in a similar order. His last lap ended up doing a 278. So the top 12, that means is Daniel Solo is getting the pole position. That means, and for looking at the times of Daniel Solo, now he was doing about a 295, 296, had a couple of weird laps, probably with fighting and going uphill. Maybe a slight mistake, but let's say that his pace will settle down at 295. So that's a gap of about a second, 1.2 seconds between the drivers.
And it was interesting that all the pro cars, pretty much with the exception of Bob Woodhouse, floated up to the top of the standings in that first race, which is kind of what we wanted. We wanted almost two separate races. They will get mixed up if they crash, obviously, as we go checkered in this warm-up session. So we are a few seconds away from. Well, we are right there. Not seconds away at all. It's happening right now. We're going for our 40-minute race, folks. Fuel limited. Don't forget. 45% fuel. Won't get them to the end without a pit stop. So reverse 12, as Wobbly's just corrected us. And as soon as someone goes on track, I shall extend grid in. There we go. Mikhail.
Already that. Too late.
Alright, let's get this show on the road, folks. So Ant Woodward would lead us away as the pole man. So what does that mean?
What's top 10?
Top 10. Is it supposed to be 10 or 12?
I think last season it was 12, but maybe it's now 10.
Rules. Let's have a look at the rules. Rules say top 10. Right, so let me get rid of that again. There we go. Right, Ant Woodward leads us away. Adam Wright goes off in second. Third will be Stephen Phillips. Fourth will be Bob Woodhouse. Greg Carr off fifth. Tyler off sixth. Mr. Harley Davidson off seventh. Simon Trendle off eighth. Kenzie off ninth. Eric Blixt off 10th. Anton Shishonkov. There we go. Off 11th.
Every time you say that, I think shish kebab. I don't know why.
I nearly said that. 12th, Daniel Solo. I don't think I'm going to get through this now because of checking that. 13th, Stephen Walker. Eduardo Lorente off 14th. 15th will be Rob Venn. Jeff Saunders off 16th. 17th, John Higgins. 18th, Mikhail Serov. Anton Oman off 19th. 20th will be Vincent. Jamie will go off 21st. Jan Sarabransky will go off 22nd. Tony Clustom off 23rd, Andy Hoffman off 24th, and I think that's the end because Chris is in the booth and David didn't run the first race. Right, I did it in time. Miracle. Absolute miracle.
Well done.
You still got 10 seconds to spare.
10 whole seconds? Good
10 whole
grief.
seconds.
Have to go for a nap. Waiting on Michael and Jan at the minute. That's a rubbish camera. That's better. Focused on Adam.
So Ed Woodward and Adam right on the first two positions. Are they gonna get a good line shot? Behind him is Stephen Phillips. It looks like Adam had really bogged down, but he seemed to recover in the second phase. Ed Woodward had a really good start and it's already flying away. Stephen Phillips and Adam Wright are fighting it out in the first corner, and a slight tap there, I think, from Vincent Skillback on the rear of someone. And somebody had a jump start, and I think that was
Jan Serebronsky.
Seabringsky. I keep calling him Seabringsky. Jan Seabringsky. It's now stuck in my head. And Woodberg already cleared out by a second, and further back we see the line of cars, 24 cars going up that mountain and trying to tame it. With a fight going up there, Jamie Wilson just getting his elbows out slightly to make sure that he is not getting past going there. So that is a really, I mean, we had, obviously Jan had a kind of a stinker in the first race, and now he black flagged with a jump start. Probably, I assume it was a jump start. I feel for him that this is his first experience with the BSTV League, but then again, everything is going uphill from here.
Sorry.
Super wide there from the Puma car. I can't remember. It is, doesn't have a.
Jan.
Then he's missing something.
He's missing his front bumper. He's
Again?
offline.
Second time.
He doesn't need it. It's a fashionable accessory. It's an aftermarket piece of the car, isn't it, Chris? You don't need the front on it, do you?
Who needs the front?
Who
Seriously,
needs the
more
front?
weight.
Yeah, this looks super aerodynamic.
It will slow you down in straight line speed, so.
Yeah. It's amazing the physics that they've managed to work into these cars and replicate things like that. Oh, Michael Harley Davidson way offline. He might get mugged here. Twice. No, just the once. I thought Kenzie would be through. Oh, he is through. Right, okay, he just did it a different way. And now Simon Trendle lining up behind.
And meanwhile, Jan indeed went to the pit and serving his penalty and already taking his fast repair as well. This group of
sideways.
10 cars, 11 cars, they are all over each other. Like from 4th till 14th, they're all within 2.5 seconds of each other.
And that is Eric Blixt putting a move, and successfully so, on, excuse me, Simon Trendle.
So Jan just put in the chat, Seabringsky, he said, sorry, my pedal's bugging. So something went array there.
Yeah. I'm just making a note of that in my 1001 V8 excuses.
So 40 minutes of taming Mount Bathurst, thinking about fuel tactics, thinking about keeping your tires alive, thinking about how am I gonna pit and when am I gonna pit and when is there a gap where I can pit in. I think that is always the hardest thing to keep track of while racing. We obviously don't have any engineers. We just have the tools like iOverlay, JRT, etc. to find out if it is a good idea to pit early or pit late. Is there any approach for you on that? A bit of strategic thinking, Chris?
I always try and fuel save. If I am if I finished well in the first race and I'm in the top 10, Simon Trendle, Eric, they're in 9 and 10, Michael in 8, Kenzie in 7, you can see that they haven't been able to move forward. So the plan that I would have right there is take any opportunities. If somebody makes a mistake, make a pass, but know that you've got 6+ cars in front of you that are very quick, that are the difference in lap times while the tires are good probably won't yield a pass. So save some fuel, that'll shorten your stop, and you'll be able to jump people in the pits. If you save 1 gallon, you save about 3.5, 4 liters. That'll save you about 4 seconds. So it makes a big difference by lifting and coasting a little bit. You can save your tires. So that's what I would do. I would make passes when I have the opportunity. I wouldn't force it, and then jump people in the pits.
Tyler let Kenzie go there. Knew it wasn't his fight. Jan Serebransky has got a black flag. I think because he pitted the car, he was supposed to do a drive-through for a jump start. I think
he probably didn't surf it.
Yeah, he's gone in the pits to serve it now, right? Okay, he wanted to repair the car before he did his penalty, which is fine.
Yeah, he now disconnected as well.
Oh, what?
He disconnected.
Oh, that's a shame. Maybe his pedals just weren't up to it tonight.
I mean, I get it if you have a stinker in the first race, and then the second race in lap 1, you instantly get a drive-through, and you lose a spot, front bumper. Then you get it, you pit with the thought of a pit, and then I'll probably serve it and the penalty as well. So I mean, it's just bad night.
Yeah, I don't know why, but Eduardo Lorente just let Andrew Hoffman go. He went off track. No, he didn't. That was someone else. I don't know what was going on there, but I think he may have just let them go because they were faster by the look of things. Whoa, what's going on here?
Ooh,
Adam's
Bob
going
Woodhouse on the
super
outside
slow.
of Adam. Yeah, so Adam probably clipped the grass and the curb, just missed the corner. That's my assumption.
It's held him up a little bit. Ant was
Yeah.
about 1.7 seconds, so he's got another second here. So Ant just keeps his head down. He's looking really good in this race.
Yeah, he'll wonder what the hell's going on. So he's 2.6 seconds ahead of Bob Woodhouse. No, he's not, over Stephen Phillips. And then Bob Woodhouse, his teammate, is just tucked in there behind Stephen. And this is a group of like 5 cars. Why have I not got a track map up? Why have I not got that on? Why have I not got that on? There we go. So I'll show you where everybody is on track. Right, what happened just there? So that's Tyler letting Eric Blixt go. Tyler playing a strategic game here, I think. He may be doing, I don't know, how easy is fuel saving on the mountain, Chris? Is it?
Very, very, not very easy, but it's quite rewarding, actually.
Oh, okay, okay.
So unless, there's no real benefit unless he's looking at a no stop, which I don't know the fuel limits. I can't comment on that. I don't think it's possible.
I don't think it is.
I always found that fuel saving on Bathurst is actually easier than on other tracks, because you could use a lot of the clutch to go downhill without losing any speed.
Sorry, what were we going to say, Chris?
I was just going to say we're lap 4, we're getting into lap 5. Tires are starting to drop off, so I'm guessing this is when you're going to start to see the top 4, top 5 really start to make some moves or pressure to make some passes there.
Interesting. Simon Trendle smacked the wall on my screen pretty hard. You can just about see a bit of a scuff on his front left. Didn't really do anything damage-wise. Right, this is definitely on. So this is Michael Havliderson putting Adam right back a position.
The gap that Ant was creating, the 2.5 seconds, it seems to have now stabilized and is not increasing massively anymore. So either Ant is now fuel saving his ass off, or we're now getting in the second phase that Chris described, where the tires are slightly getting hammered, and he's struggling a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. Sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say, Stephen Phillips is like Tyler. He's a specialist around here. He's always been very strong. So looks like that gap's coming down. Amp probably made a mistake. But I expect Stephen to be quite quick around here. And then everyone behind him, I mean, a little biased, but Greg Carr is having a great race. His pace has been very good for somebody who hasn't been in the car lately.
Yeah, he's solid performance at the minute.
Meanwhile, Kenzie managed to get 2 cars between him and Eric Blix, the previous winner of the sprint race. So he seems to be in quite a good position. If he's able to, he's having a small look there on the inside of Adam, but Adam was having none of it. Actually quite dangerous to try and overtake in the S's, and I know from experience that it often doesn't end well.
Ooh, that was Simon into the wall again. Simon's car seems to have 0 rear wing. It's like got no downforce at the back end of it. It's always hanging out, and he's always getting wheel spin and drifting. I mean, does that make... Is that the fastest way to drive this car, with like 0 downforce at all? I know you were talking about it with what Tyler wants on the car usually, but it seems a bit counterproductive if you know, on the edge of death every time you go over the top of the mountain in order to gain time on the straighty bits.
I think it's the quickest way. If you know, watching the onboard with Eric, if you watch onboards with Kenzie, and Simon's super smooth, but you see him, all of them are counter steering a bit. So
Yeah.
they are dancing that fine line, that tightrope, where they are, you know, at the limit of what the tires will offer, and you know, it takes brake, throttle, and the wheel, and you know, it takes a lot of talent to be able to do that. But they're very confident doing it. That they're, you know, almost sliding the car down the mountain and around the corners.
It looks terrifying. We've got Eric now popping out from behind Adam, and ahead we've got Michael doing the same thing on Greg Carr. And that's one done for both of them. These Alcantech cars feel like they're in a rush. Do you know what I mean?
So when the tires start to go off and they hold their tires, or they're just more comfortable sliding around a little bit, that they're pouncing on the opportunity.
Right, okay.
So Kenzie, obviously he now cleared Greg Carr and Michael de Harley Davidson. If he's able to clear Bob Woodhouse, he gets a gap of about a second to.
Look at the way he gained
Stephen.
on him through there. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I feel like Kenzie's probably saving, but not saving as much as Eric Blix, I think. And I think he's just putting the hammer down and trying to do something different, trying to get in clean air, do that quicker than your opponent, and you get like, well, let's say 6 or 7 laps in clean air. You're still able to gap even without fuel saving less.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you able to bring up the top speed that each car is doing? Is that something you can look up?
Yep. Whoops, not that, this. There you go. I know it's
I was
quite
going to say,
small.
Kenzie, his top speed looked very, very quick, and I think he's up there for one of the fastest. Maybe, does that say 298 kilometers for the Hoffman?
Where's Hoffman?
293 for Kenzie and 292 for. No, it's a 0 for Hoffman. So 290.
290, right.
Jamie Wilson, 295, very impressive, but Kenzie has very fast straight line pace, so look to see him make a move, probably at the end of Conrad there.
Okay. Michael Harley Davidson about to pop out again, is he? No, not quite near enough at the moment. He's got Bob Woodhouse in front of him, and Bob Woodhouse is, you know, super fast anyway, so these three may stay together for quite a long time, or 4 now, because Eric's about to catch up to this group. He's not that far behind anymore. Simon Trendle is now tucked underneath the rear wing of Tyler. Just heard bending metal in the background. Jamie Wilson's up a whopping 5 places from the start. A couple of donations along route. Andrew Hoffman in front is up 9 places, as is, a bit further up the road, Tony. Tony's got Rob Venn very much in his sights, so I can hear bending metal loads. I don't know whether it's just...
No, it's
just
probably
scuffs.
cars scraping the bottom. I've been looking at all the crashes, while we're having the broadcast, and nothing really is going on. Now looking at the current times between Kenzie and Stephen Phillips, they are getting really in fighting territory. But if I would be Stephen Phillips, I would just say, well, you want the position, go ahead and take it, mate. You are in a different class. Your pace is much quicker than mine, and I would just try to hang on to the back of Kenzie as long as I could. Kenzie is doing a really, really good job creating some space between him and Eric Blix. Here on the inside, Bob Puthouse and Michael Harley-Davidson, they are fighting it out. They are all in the same class, so they have something to fight over. This is a fight for position in the same class.
Yeah, 2 cars to pit road. Your race leader, Andy Woodward's gone to pit road. And the Hoff.
So Kenzie just overtook... oh no, he didn't.
No, he's not done him yet.
No, you're right. He is fiercely trying to get past Stephen Phillips, and I feel that like on this exit he's gonna approach. Yeah, like his line was really swooping compared to the line that Stephen was taking there. You could definitely tell that he was taking a different approach. I feel like a little bit more confidence in the car. But then again, they are in different classes, and that's why we had the class system integrated for this season. So everybody has something to fight for, and we get a little bit more entertainment all over the field.
Yeah, quite a few cars.
Adam Wright has 300 kph, by the way, just saying.
300?
And Eric, yeah.
And
Very,
Eric,
very
yeah.
fast.
302. The Hoff has 302.
What?
What's going on? Are we sure this is correct?
Yeah, no, I think he's probably got a setup. I think he probably is using, he's been racing in the Vet Series, and I know our old race friend there, Jamie McKnight, builds those setups, so I'm sure he's got something set up that's very quick in a straight line.
It'd be good to have Jamie back racing with us, wouldn't it? Jamie McKnight. He's hilarious.
He'd be very good, yeah, indeed.
So here you see Kenzie. We see him backing out here a little bit. This is the view you get from the front bumper, which is still attached to his car. We can't say that by other cars. You see at his exit, it's really, really smooth. And is Steven now finally letting him pass? And he is just cutting in front of him, and he's making life hard. Kenzie would be fuming in Dutch, but now on the exit, he is past. He passed Stephen Phillips, and now right behind him, Mark Harley-Davidson, Eric Blix on 1.5 seconds. Kenzie really needs to put the hammer down now and create even more space. I think that he is in a really good position to at least get a fight in for the end for Hans Woodward, who pitted early and is now further back in the field. But it looks like by the sides of it, he has clean air. So, Chris, do you think that Ant is going to be able to pull this one out of the back?
I am concerned for Ant, only because of people possibly holding him up. But right now he's got 3.6 seconds. That if he can stay in clean air, he's going to be in a great place. He'll just have to worry about his tires at the end of the race. So that's my only concern, is that he does possibly get held up by some slower traffic. Whereas Kenzie right now, he's got clean air. He can push hard, run long, and then have fresh tires. Even if he comes out behind Ant, should be able to make a move on him. But very exciting, 2 different strategies.
Yeah, very exciting indeed to see how this all pans out.
Yeah, Stephen Phillips has now been caught by Michael Hafledison. I mean, Stephen's going to want to stay ahead of as many people as he can for as long as he can. I mean, that's the whole point of the game, but he's in a different class to the other cars. At the minute, he's got 3 cars between him and the next car in his class, which is Tyler Newitt.
I noticed Steven was super, super strong under brakes, which made it very hard for Kenzie to get by. So it's going to be tough for Michael, I think.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I always find it sometimes quite hard. Like, obviously, I'm just TCR driven. But if I'm behind someone, which I know I'm quicker than, I would say David Ayers is an example of that.
Yeah.
He just brakes so early, but he somehow parks it on the apex. That you can't get a good exit because like it just completely is counterintuitive of how you would raise a car quickly. Obviously, David gets away with it in a certain manner, but going to get past him as the quicker car is really difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
It's typically actually how I drive the car. I think it's like Craig Lowndes. If you watch the real supercars, they called it Lowndes-esque. His style was to turn in a little earlier. It did a few things. It wasn't the fastest way around the track, but you allow your tires to load up a little more consistent, so you hold on to your rubber. So it's not ideal for qualifying laps, but over a race pace, your tires stay better for longer, and then you position yourself in a place that's almost impossible to pass, and then you're constantly showing your car in their mirrors, which can throw somebody off. So there's a lot of little tactics to that style.
It does look quite... It's an aggressive driving style, though, isn't it?
No,
I think it
it's the opposite.
minimizes your risk to underdriving your grip. So if you turn in a little earlier,
Yeah.
then you can't take the maximum mid-corner speed, but then you know that you're very close to the limit based on your lateral grip in that you
Okay.
don't leave as much on the table.
Wow. Sounds terrifying in all ways.
Pete, do you remember the finish we had with Jamie Wilson and me going over the line in reverse on Daytona?
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically it's a bit similar where I just stacked up, we tried to stack them in the chicane. Just be a prick. That's a slight shove there from Mike Harley-Davidson. I'm sure that Stephen Phillips is not that happy about that. He seems to be swatting his car and trying to tell him, don't do that again or I'll punch you off as well. But it's a bit similar like that. Just try to stack them up in the mid corner, trying to get a bit of exit. But it feels like you're braking a little slightly later and stuff.
Okay. Interesting. Nikolai Bogataro, he should be racing in here. He says, I see Simon got rid of the solar panels. Does that mean he got even better at saving fuel? Or is it the opposite? Well, looking at this, he's been in on the same laps as everybody else, so not sure. And then, is that Vit Solomon on the chat? Yeah. Greeting us from the front row of a metal concert. Well, now I need to know who that is, because I like heavy metal. Hope you're all having a good time. See you back on track in 2 weeks' time. Good. Always good to have Vit Solomon racing with us. He had a long time away from BSTV on V8ESC, but he's back now. Right, the point you were making, Chris, about being worried about ants is probably going to be realised right about now, yeah?
I was just going to say, I didn't want to interrupt there. If we can jump on board with Adam and Eric. Eric was just in behind that group there, and he is right with Ant. So look to see Kenzie, Michael, Ant, and Eric all kind of on the same bit of track when they pit. They may be able to jump these guys if they're being held up or if Ant was held up at all.
Interesting. What's your tactic here, Wobbly? If you are Ant?
Well, in an Ant position, he obviously has some pace, and he's driving the same class. Obviously, driving a different class. So I would never give up a position, ever. Like, ever. No, I'm kidding. But in this position, like, he is in a different class. He definitely wants the overall win. But looking at the bigger picture, you are probably the front runner. The front runner of the what was the class called again? What we gave the name again?
Cup.
BSTV Cup. You are now in a good position for that, and you can tell by the way Ant is positioning his car. He figured it out by himself as well. He's just letting Eric through without losing too much time. Just slot in behind him, follow him as long as you can. Take advantage of the slight slip seam, which Chris described. Just take advantage of that for 2-3 laps. Try to get on his pace. Maybe learn a thing or two about which lines Eric is taking and how he's able to drive the car in a certain manner that he is so quick. So it's a win-win for Ed, to be honest. Like, he's gonna get the BSTV Cup win in class, and I think that's worth more than trying to find Eric, fend him off, and maybe danger that class victory.
Finally, have a look at this Anton Shishonkov Camaro. It's pretty spectacular, that. The Aussie flag, the kangaroo. Like it. Really good.
I'm a fan too.
Yeah. Lots going on and lots to be thankful for. So thank you, Anton, for that. You have to get in the traffic now and get yourself on camera. At the minute, all the action has been in the upper portion. Let's have a look at fastest lap, shall we, so far? Best time we're looking for. Oh, Simon Trendle. I wouldn't have guessed that. I really wouldn't. He's been in the pack. So I'm surprised he's got that time on the board, 2:07.7. Even Kenzie out front now in clean air is 2:07.9.
I think one to watch for now that Eric is free, he's got 8 seconds, is where does Eric pop up lap time wise? 2:07.7 is very quick in these temperatures.
Yeah. Sorry, folks.
Can you stop coughing that loud, Pete? Because maybe you'll infect me.
Well, even from this distance, probably could as well.
Oh, mate. Yeah, I'm convinced you will.
Yeah. Right, the top 3 are in the pits. I think this is the end of the fuel now. I wonder if Rob Venn is also going to join them. He's yet to visit pit road. Yep, is the answer to that. So, where's Eric? Here's your race leader.
I think we're going to see some qualifying laps. They're only going to need about 6 laps of fuel, so they are going to be coming at them fast out of the pits.
There goes
So you can see the gap that Eric pulled on Ant as well. So Eric Blitz coming out of this first corner, all up to speed. Kenzie now still trying to get to the speed, but it looks like that Kenzie's weaving a little bit. I think that's a little bit too much, I'll be honest, Kenzie.
Well, he's only breaking the toe, isn't he? But it's not like there's a car competing for the position there.
No, I assume that he's just trying to heat up, get some slight heat into the tires, and wasn't even breaking the toe. But,
Yeah.
but I mean, I would do that, but now I'm in a privileged seat just to tell people you shouldn't.
Oh, here we go. This is the Hoff on Rob Van, is that? Yeah. I don't know what's happened with the Hoff. He's fast all of a sudden. What's this?
He's been racing the vets for a while, and I've seen some of his performances. He's done well. He's a new Hoff. He's quick.
Yeah. It's like Super Hoff. Hoff to the power of 10.
The current situation, Kenzie leading the full pack with Eric right behind him. Michael Harley-Davidson coming in third, and Simon Trendle in the same class, 2 seconds behind them. And Woodward having a commanding lead currently in the BSTV Cup. Just Bob Woodhouse in between him and Stephen Phillips. But that gap has grown to 3 or maybe 4 seconds already. So he did a really, really good job by pitting early and trying to getting rid of those tires in an early phase. We might see Stephen come back, though, a little bit further down the road, because Ant is already on all the tires than Stephen is. Maybe if we could get a stat, like a good cameraman would, of all the laps where the people pitted in, that would be great to see what might happen. Look at that. What an amazing cameraman we have. So Stephen Phillips pitted on lap 12 and Ant pitted on lap 7. So that's a deficit of just a difference between them of 5 laps. Chris, do you think that it's going to be enough for Stephen to catch up with him? Or would you say that at a certain point the difference between those tires would just completely disappear and they're on the same kind of rubber?
there's 5 lap difference. If the race was longer, I feel like at the end of the stint it would make more. It'd be tougher for Ant to hold off. But given that Steven has to get by Bob and then get at Ant, if Ant just keeps it clean, he should be able to hold it.
This is Adam Wright getting very racy with Daniel Solo. And he's going to get this done. Oh, and Daniel's overcooked that corner just a little bit too much. And this is a surprise. So Michael has caught up with Eric and is pressuring Eric quite heavily. Has Eric been a bit too light on the juice when he pitted?
He may have. He got quite a bit of a gap caught up, I thought.
Yeah. What's his
So
pit
maybe
lane time?
he underfilled a little bit. Now he's got to pay the piper.
Yeah. Pit time. Actually, it's Michael Harley-Davidson with the short pit time, 13.9 seconds.
I find it very good to hear that you finally adapted the nickname.
Oh, yeah. The pit lane time.
Some insight
Very
info from
even.
Jan Siebringsky. He said sorry, he had issues with his throttle pedal, which you already mentioned, and that's why he jumped the start and he couldn't get, and he couldn't stop properly. So it's self-described nightmare start for him in the league.
Oh, well, there's
Any
always...
damage on Eric's car?
Sorry, Eric's car. Damage. Hang on. Let's go and have a little inspect
He
of
may
that.
have brushed the wall somewhere.
Excuse me. Where's my cameras gone? That's the wrong car. That's the right car. Right, okay, let's have a look around this thing. Anything there?
Nope.
Keeping that,
Looks good.
keep that drone steady.
Yeah, I'm trying, mate.
Anything there? That looks okay. Oh, he's off the gas. Oh, did you hear that? He was clutch in off the gas.
I'm wondering, did we miss something that happened to John Higgins? Because I
Yeah, we
feel
must
like
have. It was,
He just, I think he dropped out of the session, and he mentioned something about getting hit twice.
let's have a
So
look.
there's Jamie Wilson behind him.
Yeah, little nudge. And again.
I kind of feel for John, but I also kind of feel for Jamie there, because it feels like John went offline slightly. And Jamie just couldn't react. He's got a slightly wide here. He carried more speed and couldn't stop the car properly, and then
Yeah.
just couldn't react to what was going on in front of him.
Yeah.
It's not really Jamie's fault. I mean, he's falling behind. In that section, you're completely unloaded and unloaded. So
Yeah.
even if you try and stop, it's all flow that you're kind of a passenger. So he could have applied brakes, everything. But it looked like he lost the rear a bit, slowed down, and there's really nowhere to go. It's kind of a one-way lane there.
It's just an unlucky incident, is that what I would describe.
Oh, well,
I agree.
Sorry, Stephen Phillips has just passed. No, he hasn't. That was Bob Woodhouse.
No, Stephen Phillips passed Bob Woodhouse.
Yeah. That's what I
You
thought
saw-
happened. I thought it was
Yeah.
on Woodward,
So-
though, because they're in the same car, obviously. Same paint.
So that makes this very interesting, because that means that Stephen Phillips is now just a second and a half behind Ant Woodward.
Yeah.
Can we get? I mean, you have the quickest lap times. Can you
Yeah.
also add the last lap times?
Like this.
Great. So looking at those lap times, we see that Stephen Phillips just did a 2:81, his best lap ever, and did a 2:95. That means that he probably made a mistake. That's my assumption. But that is a gain from Stephen Phillips. Meanwhile, the teammates are going side by side and trying to bump each other off, making life even more difficult. And Kenzie is just laughing his ass off.
Yeah,
But
he is, yeah.
Stephen Phillips gained a second and a half in one lap. So that must have been a mistake somewhere, man.
Must be. And these two, they're confusing me now, Chris. So what's going on here? Because Eric is now back up to speed, not bothered. Is he now saved enough or something?
Also, curious, another question. Jamie Wilson is out now as well. He had that incident with John Higgins.
Yeah.
But it didn't seem that that would have cost him any damage.
No, I know Jamie was 50-50 on racing at all today because he's got some issues, but did his best to turn up to it, which is great. Hopefully John's not too put off. His first race was pretty good, wasn't it? Finished
Yeah,
in 17th, I think.
Yeah. Something like that.
Tony's looking really strong out there. It's good to see him coming up to the field.
Yeah, much better race this time round. Hopefully I've not just cursed him, so...
Stephen Phillips within half a second of Ant Woodward. So this fight is now on for the BSTV Cup.
Yeah, let's see
Also
what he can do
currently-
here.
Yeah, and right behind him, you see Tyler and Bob Woodhouse. Tyler is also applying a lot of pressure. It looks like Tyler, rightfully described as Chris, is again a real specialist on Bathurst. He seems to have a lot of pace, and I think that it's just going to be a matter of time that, although they're racing different classes, Tyler is going to eventually want to get past Bob Woodhouse and getting involved in that cup win, because don't ride him off if those two at the front start fighting.
Yeah, true. Tyler will be in there like swimwear if he can be. These two Alcantech boys are still going at it. They may be in different colour cars, but they're in exactly the same team. As we watch this lot come hooning it up the hill, up the mountain rather. Stephen Phillips to the preferred side to take the corner. Oh, and he's going to do it. Stephen Phillips is going to take the position from Ant Woodward, unless Ant Woodward can get off that corner quickly off Quarry Corner.
So this is
stacking
a
up.
major shift in position. Tyler going uphill there with Bob, realizing that if he is able to pass those two right in front of him in a quick manner, he might be still in for the cup, for the class league as well, class win. Words are hard sometimes.
You just say words are hard sometimes.
I did.
That's funny. So Chris, fastest lap. Now with Kenzie, a 2:07.1.
Track temp must be coming down. They're getting quicker. That's impressive time. Michael's at the 2:07.2.
Yeah, I've got a thing for
So-
track temperature. Hang on.
No, it's 33.9 degrees on the track, so 34, and that is warmer actually than the qualifying was, which was 31.
So they came out with probably almost qualifying set fuel then, so
Yeah.
they only had to do 6 laps. So it could just be the low fuel then.
Yeah, probably. Now, can Ant snap back as these two just after? I think they're just after more screen time. I think that's all they're after.
Oh, Pete, I forgot. And I'm just going to say it in the broadcast because I can't be asked to type this. I can't be part of the interviews because of the kids.
Yeah, yeah.
They are sleeping in the living room. Yeah.
Well, second last lap, one more after this one, so we're 8 down to the wire.
Yeah, that's.
But it
come
looks
around
of
quick,
it,
hasn't
Kenzie,
Good grief.
unless Kenzie's car completely breaks down like an Aston Martin in Formula One, you know, he has this win in the back. Further back, so Eric Blix and Michael Harley-Davidson currently on screen, teammates fighting it out for second position. Michael Harley-Davidson passed him somewhere in the fight, but Eric Blix is not willing to give this one up and is giving it his all, trying to get left and right, going up the hill, getting close to the walls, hitting all the curves and hitting all the rake markers. It's all going to be the pressure. Is Michael going to fold again like he did to Simon, or is he now able to withstand the pressure that's been put on him?
Just a quick reminder of who's leading the race, as Wobbly just said. Kenzie's out there. A little drive in the country for him. These two, not so much. Bit of a teammate on teammate scrap. And then further back, there's this little mob. So this is Tyler tucked in behind Bob Woodhouse, desperate to get past because the two in front of Bob first and second in the BSTV Cup.
One.
Good job, everyone.
Thank you very much.
No, she wasn't directing it at you, mate.
What?
Good job, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the other one.
Yeah.
Noah.
So the first one was Bo, the second one was Noah.
That's correct. Yeah, they just came up and tried to give a hug.
Oh,
So-
that's gone badly.
Oh, okay. So that looks like Tyler is waiting. So I assume that he clipped the rear of Bob, turning him into a spin, and now waiting as a real gentleman to give the position back. That's already really kind of late send, but it's side by side here. And
Oh, he
he's-
got
ooh,
lifted on the
he cut
curb.
off the. Yeah. I would call it a racing incident, but I still think that it's real gentleman-like and spirit-like of the BSTV mindset just to wait for this, because you know that although it is unlucky, it is more on Tyler than it was on Bob, but I don't see Tyler anywhere on the screen, probably thinking that he needed to give too much position.
No, he's dropped it. He's dropped back. That is Bob in front of him there, so they've lost quite a few positions. What that's done is it's promoted Greg Carr into third place in the BSTV Cup. So, you know, all donations gratefully received as Daniel Solo in the background got that all very wrong. You can see the smoke.
Eric got by Michael somewhere too.
Oh, that was while we were running that. Yeah, well, it's literally just happened like 3 seconds ago.
So they are approaching the end of the straight with all the trees.
Yeah.
Good camera.
So, over, under, and straight through, and
Ooh,
a bit of a wheel spin. That's bringing Simon onto the scene of the crime as well.
Michael's thinking, oh, not again. Not Simon again. Oh, Simon just went off.
What?
Simon just went
he did?
off, clipped coming out of the elbow forest. So he, Michael, the pressure of Simon is now gone.
Let's just see what he did.
So he's just pushing too hard, getting on the throttle as quick as he can, and now just getting clipped in the grass. You
Oh,
can't
yeah.
see it, and then, yeah. So let's get to Kenzie because he's probably finishing the race.
Oh yeah. Oh, no, I'm on replay.
So Kenzie coming through the last
Hey!
corner.
Perfect
We
timing.
saw it here first, and we're just in time. Congratulations to him on his win on the feature race. 7 seconds back is Eric Blix, also now turning up on the straight, and Michael Harley-Davidson right behind him. Simon decided to yeet his car into the wall, so he didn't have a chance to a new podium here. Stephen Phillips, class winner of the BSTV Cup, and right behind him, Ed Woodward, who was on a different strategy, gambled, and still came in second. Greg Carr, Chris Jackson's teammate, did a really amazing job getting the third position in class. Adam Wright still did a terrible job. I mean, 8th. What is that, mate? Come on. Like you are definitely not up to BSTV standards yet again. So you have to start working out a little bit more. Tony Klusterman, Bob Woodhouse, 11th and 12th. Further back, the Hoff and Tyler Newitt, who gave back the position after trying to murder Bob Woodhouse.
Tony Klusterman up
And somebody
to 12
yeeted the car into the wall in the back. I don't know what
right.
it was. That was probably Stephen Walker. I assume it was Stephen. No, that's Stephen. Then it was Rob Van Hoffman. I don't know. Somebody yeeted the car into the wall.
Well, they're going to get incident points because we've still got a bunch of cars still racing.
Yeah, good quick reminder for everyone new to the league. Every incident point you get will be a penalty point on the eventual total score of your race rounds. So that would mean if you would get 10 incident points and you would win 30 points, you only get 20. So be aware of where you take those points and try to avoid them at all costs, especially at the end of the race. If not everyone has finished like right now. So we got Vincent Skillback, and I completely, we haven't mentioned his name once, but Jeff Saunders is also on track. Somehow he has been driving a really anonymous race and haven't seen much of him, but he's still going around on the track and finishing the track and finishing the feature race, which is a good result in a V8 on Bathurst by itself. So now that everybody's finished, you can get incident points and they won't count anymore. So take that in account, that if not everybody is finished, you don't take unnecessary points.
Yeah, and they broke the jump, didn't they? So they've stopped people being able to launch themselves over the ramp thing.
You can't do it anymore because the grass just slows you down too much and the gravel slows you down too much.
Oh, I liked it when the grass was faster than the tarmac.
I liked it when the grass cut your tires.
Yeah.
But I would never take advantage of such a thing.
Yeah, you did. We saw you do it. Right.
No.
Let's run through the. Are you leaving?
Yeah, if you're not okay with that.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Thanks, Wobbly, and we'll
Yeah.
catch you next time.
Yeah, Chris, thanks for jumping in, and for everybody, good night. Photo of the day for me is Ann Woodward.
Thanks,
Oh,
Wobbly.
right, okay.
Cheers.
And Woodward, right? I'll do that now because I will forget.
Yeah, I'll text you.
Yeah, it's all right. I really am going to do it right now. League drivers.
Do we get 2 votes or 1 vote? Do we get
One.
per class or per?
No,
per-
one for
per
the
race?
driver of the meeting. Doesn't matter which class they're in.
Okay, then it's Ann Woodward.
Ant Woodward, right? Okay, Ant Woodward. Where is he? There he is. One for him, right? Have a good think, Chris, because you're in the booth. You get a vote, but not just yet. So let me run through the finishing order. Here we go. Right, so feature race. Kenzie Newhoff wins. Gets all the points for Hydro Race Racing Forces, and then the other 2 steps on the podium, both taken up by Alcantech NHR by Nyman Racing drivers. First of all, Eric Blixt, and then third in the race, Michael Halflidison. Simon Trundle just outside the podium there in 4th for Team Chimera, but he put up a good challenge, a strong challenge. Stephen Phillips was the first of the BSTV Cup drivers over the line in 5th place for Dash Hound Racing. Ant Woodward, 2nd in class, 6th on track for NQR Europe. And then Greg Carr, 7th on track, but 3rd in class, gets himself a class podium for Never Quit Racing. Then we have Adam Wright, 8th for BSTV Green. Daniel Solo, 9th for Alcantech NHR by Nyman Racing. A strong points haul for that team, I would suggest, given the fact that they've got both their drivers on the podium as well. Or 2 of their drivers on the podium as well, I should say. 10th was Anton Shishonkov. Tony Klusterman was 11th. Don't know where I'm at now. My eyes went all funny. For Never Quit Racing. Bob Woodhouse finished 12th for NQR Europe. Tyler Newitt was 13th for BSTV Green after giving up the places and letting Bob go through. Andrew Hoffman finished 14th for Southern Cross Racing. Rob Venn was 15th for BSTV Green. Stephen Walker was 16th for BSTV Esports. Eduardo Lorente was 17th. Anton Oman was 18th for Alcantech NHR by Braincrow. There we go. 19th was Vincent Skilbeck for Skilby Racing. Jeff Saunders finished 20th for JC Academy. Jamie Wilson was 21st for Team Chimera. John Higgins was 22nd. Mikhail Serov was 23rd for One Horsepower Racing. And Jan Sarabransky finished 24th tonight for BEDA Racing. So I thought that was a really good opener. Certainly the cars looked quite dynamic going up and down the mountain, Chris. It's been a little while since we've seen the V8ESC on track. I think it was Christmas. And it's a welcome sight on the screens, I think.
I think it's amazing seeing 24 V8s on this great track. I think it's a good opener. Very impressive. I think everyone was who finished the race was on the lead lap. So, hats off to everyone who participated. Good job. And congrats to podiums and, the podium for the cup as well. So good racing by a lot of people, a lot of people coming back to the series, which is great to see, and impressive pace too.
Yeah, I mean, with splitting the field in the way that we have done, do you think that it's a good way to split it and keep the pros in a very elite pocket of cars?
I think it adds a bit of motivation. The top 5 on any given day, any one of them can win, and they can win by a lot. So, it gives the opportunity to walk away from a race weekend where somebody has driven their best, and maybe they finish 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th, and they can walk away with a win in their class. So I think it does help with motivation.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Always the trophies always help as well, and the certificates that get that I send out for the other accolades. Vincent got his in Australia. I saw there was a cat tree in the picture. Didn't see the cat though. Bit disappointed, if I'm being honest. am a cat dad. Right, let's see who's lining. Oh, I need to restart that. Just bear with me, folks. Scroll down here, do this, and speak to. Right, so there's no Kenzie, so we'll get in the other race winner from this evening. Welcome to the booth, Eric Blixt. Good evening.
Good evening.
Let me put a decent camera on your car. There we go. Nobody needs a reminder. Your car was on screen nearly the entire time. We thought for a while that yourself and Michael were just playing for the camera. Chris has probably got a list of questions. I want to know what you've done to iRacing in order to make your car go on rails around Mount Panorama, and in the second race, why did Michael end up overtaking you, and then you came back and overtook him?
I might have put a pretty decent attempt at murdering Michael.
Oh, okay.
I might have run into the back of him.
Ah, excellent. Yeah, that works.
He probably deserved it, or he's gonna deserve it later in the season. He's probably gonna give it back sometime. That's just the way it goes, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Just cautious in the second race. It's harder to follow.
And did you run?
What I guess.
Yeah. Did you run completely zero wing? Or is that giving away trade secrets?
No. Where the hell did I adjust the wing?
Dear. Well,
I don't know. It is what it is.
okay. Yeah. Okay. You play that game then. Keep it to yourself. Secrets.
No, it's not a secret. I can't find it. It's somewhere, I guess.
Yeah, don't worry about that too much. Very strong performance. Kenzie has come out fighting just in the same manner that you have. Quite a dominant performance from him. Good strategy from him, I have to say, in the second race. But you got one over on him in the first race, absolutely. Good qualifying from you. Really fast times as well.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, qualifying is usually my strong point here, and apparently a few other tracks, then I just can't really keep up with Kenzie, with the fuel saving and all that. So race pace is something we need to work on a little bit at least.
Oh, okay, right. That didn't seem evident to me. I think you were going more than fast enough, if I'm being honest. Chris, you got any questions for Eric? You know, things about grip hacks or anything like that? You got anything out there for him?
I just congratulations, impressive pace. We went on board with you, and we noticed, you do a lot of wheel work. So I don't think we can adjust wing in these cars, but you can adjust the rake, which might help with this top line. But looks like you've got a car that you're very comfortable counter steering. One of the things I really noticed was how close you were able to get your car to the inside and the outside of the walls. So obviously that translates into fast pace. Is that something that you feel is your strength around here?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. We pretty much mained NASCARs before this. So this is, I think, my third supercar season in the officials. Or second. I kind of struggled with the Gen 3 car to begin with. I felt it was kind of like peaky in the torque band, so I kind of struggled with the oversteer at the start, but now it's grown into it.
You look very comfortable with it, and you're moving the wheel quite a bit, and it's quite the balance, and I can see that you're right on the grip limit. So it's impressive to lap after lap keep your car millimeters, not inches, away from walls. So congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
If this is you struggling in a car, I'd hate to see you when you were comfortable in a car and good.
Well, this is the wrong car for it.
Well,
it's never going to be comfortable, but that's the good thing about it.
yeah,
It's always a mess.
Well, your championship challenge has been started off to a very strong level. We go to Road Atlanta next in a fortnight's time, the 4th of April, for a super sprint race, so 3 20-minute races, format change for this season. Have you, How do you go at Road Atlanta for a start? It's one of my favourite tracks, I have to say. So you're not allowed to say bad things about it.
I mean, it can be hit and miss. I know Kenzie is really strong on the brakes. I'm more of like the flowy kind of track guy.
Okay.
But I mean, Road Atlanta has both. So if I can keep a gap from the beginning of the lap, maybe I can be safe coming down the hill.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's got some lovely features on that track.
For sure.
Yeah, it's one of the tracks that I raced in the 1990s on some games and really enjoyed it there. So it's a track I like. It doesn't mean I'm any good at it, and I certainly wouldn't be putting any paces against you. Anybody you want to have a shout out to before we let you go and start your practice for Road Atlanta?
I mean, just you guys for putting up the stream and the series. Having my teammates doing some practice, official races, keeping it all fun. I mean, if you only try hard at it, it gets boring quick.
Yeah, very true. Cool. Okay. In that case, we will let you go. And congratulations tonight on your victory and on your second place in the second race. A real strong start to the season from Eric Blixt.
Thank you.
Cool. Right, who do we get in next? I think we need to go and find. There's no. Oh, there is. Let's grab Eric's teammate. I could have done these together in the same room, Chris, couldn't I? That's always funny when we do that. Welcome to the booth, Michael Harley-Davidson.
Oh no, did Vix tell you?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's good. What did you do in the first race? Let's have a quick look.
nothing at all, and then locked up.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You finished in 4th, though, overall, which is a solid performance. Good points haul. Do you think you could have done better? I know that Simon Trendle sold you a puppy on the last lap, didn't he? That was, from my perspective, a really good overtake on his part. You decided to mow the lawn just on the outside of the chase. Talk us through that. Did he just get in your head? Did he get in your mirrors?
No, it's just me being on the inside, braking a bit too late, just being dumb, trying to defend that 3rd place with no tires left.
Okay.
So just messed up, and not much I could do. Like I said in the interview at the Piston Cup, this is probably my worst track, so just to be up here and get good points is really good for me.
Well, you got good points twice because you got on the podium in the second race. Very solid. Eric said he tried to murder you at one point and gave the position back, which confused the hell out of me because I was like, what's going on here?
No, he hasn't given me the position back. He's lying.
Did he not just not
He's
get
lying.
through? Right, okay.
No, he pushed me. He pushed me on the last lap.
Yeah, we saw that as well. Yeah, you were on. The pair of you were on. I thought you were playing for screen time at one point because you were both nudging each other and giving a push. He said he expects it back at some point, so that sounds like a Road Atlanta rendezvous to me. Yeah. So, speaking of which, that's where we're going next week for a super sprint round, 3 20-minute races. How do you go at Road Atlanta?
I haven't driven it in this car, but driven it a lot in LMP2, and there I'm pretty good, I'd say.
Yeah.
So I think all the tracks ahead, it's probably, I'm saying probably now, going to be better. We'll see.
And
but yeah.
And let's get some bragging rights on the table here, shall we? So, Chris, you're quite a competitive individual, aren't you?
I am indeed, yes.
Yeah. If you had other teammates, and I'm asking you this because when you started V8 racing, you weren't necessarily the fastest, but you disciplined yourself and became the fastest. If I was to ask Michael who is the best out of him and Eric, how do you think that he would respond?
It's a good question for Michael.
Yeah. So, who's the fastest? I'm looking at your I ratings. You've got 300 I rating, more than Eric does. I know I rating's not necessarily a good guide, but because we've had people in here before who've had like a 1,000 point I rating and then won races. But Yeah, it's who's the fastest? Who's the best?
I think usually I'm a little bit ahead. Like me and Blix are very evenly matched week to week. Bathurst is a track that I can't compare myself to Blix because he's always faster than us here.
Okay.
When we did a Bathurst 1K, like his only job was to just be fast. My job was to just fuel save, and Solo's job was just like be there in between and do laps. So, like
Right.
we all have strengths and differences, but
Yeah.
like on Bathurst, I can't compare it to Blix. But other than that, we're evenly matched. Usually I'm ahead of him.
Ah, there we go. Fighting talk. Hopefully he's listening. That should set up a good, good little inter-team battle.
F you, Blixt.
Sorry, I've got the flu, so there's some strange sounds coming out of me tonight. In that case, we shall let you get prepared for Road Atlanta. Any shout-outs you want to make before we let you go?
Yeah, shout out to Solo and Anton for being good teammates and not hitting me on the last lap.
Oh, yeah. No, very good. It's been a very strong team performance by Elkin Tech NHR by Nyman Racing. So very good evenings racing from the whole team. We'll see you this time in 2 weeks' time on the 4th of April. Michael Harley-Davidson.
Thank you.
Cool. Right, next we shall drag in Mr. Simon Trundle. Where is he? Where's the live booth gone? There it is. Our current reigning champion, Simon Trundle. Welcome to the booth.
Oh, hello. Sorry, I was in my own world.
Oh,
Hi.
right, excellent. Sometimes it's good. I like my own little world. I'm well respected there, and it's completely different to the real world.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Third in the first of tonight's races, in a Alkin Tech sandwich, and what a move on Michael. I can only assume you got in his head, even though he didn't admit to it. And yeah, that was graceful, is how I would describe that. It was a wonderful overtake, one of the best I've seen in many seasons of racing, to be honest. And then a fourth in the second race. Talk us through your race one, and staying with those. Well, not staying with them. You're the champion. Fighting them off.
Yeah, I won't be this season, will I? Jesus Christ, they're quick.
Very round.
No, race one. I mean, yeah, I got past him at the end. I think he was making mistakes, and the thing is, he was making lots of tiny mistakes. And the thing, I get excited, and then I'd make my own tiny mistake, which was only got into him at the end of the race. And I had that. It wasn't even like a go at passing him. I didn't think it was going to come off. It was only once he'd actually screwed up and gone off. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm actually going to get a position here. I genuinely wasn't expecting that to come off. So, yeah, that was more a surprise than anything. Race two, end of that one, it was all funny down at the chase, and I just got clipped on the rear end, which put the I'm guessing it put the suspension out of alignment, because any corner which put load on the right rear corner made it very tail happy. Unfortunately, it's Bathurst, which means every corner puts load on the right rear corner.
Well, that explains. Yeah, on an anti-clockwise circuit, that's nearly all the cons. That explains, Chris, why I was spotting Simon's bottom stepping out of line so often, because I thought the track had been greased or something like that underneath your car. So it's not necessarily zero wing. It's potentially.
You can't change the wing on these cars.
Sorry, what?
You can't change the wing on these ones.
Can you
It's
not?
fixed. No, it's
Fixed,
whatever
is
they
it?
give you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that was fun. I was trying to figure that one out, and then I was like, I'm going to pit as soon as I can, and then I think it was Greg decided to pit as well, which meant I had to go for another lap because I didn't want to be held up in the pit entry.
Yeah.
So I had to survive another lap with the fishtail happy car, which was fun.
Yeah. Oh well, you got it sorted in the end and got yourself a bag full of points. And quite a strong opening to this new season. I mean, a third place and a fourth place matches exactly Michael Hafliderson's points haul. So you're either in third or fourth, depending on.
I got a one-off track, which was at the very end of the second race, when I clipped the
right.
wall, having got overexcited again because I got close to the Alkin Tech boys because they were fighting.
Yeah, they were, yeah.
So I had to clip the wall and spent me onto the grass. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a championship fight here. I don't think I'm in it, and if I am in it, it's because they keep tripping over each other.
Right. Okay. Chris, any questions for fellow multiple champion Simon Trendle?
I just want to say great start, Simon. I think you're in it. You've got a whole bag of tricks up your sleeve from fuel saving, tire preservation. So I think you'll be right there with them. Their pace was very, very impressive, but I think you stay out of trouble. Yeah, I think you're selling yourself short there. As a multi-champion, I think some other tracks are really going to suit your skill set. So congratulations today, and I'm excited to watch the rest of the season.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm not going to not try. I just don't have hope, especially the next round's Road Atlanta, which is probably one of my least favourite circuits. Really, it doesn't gel with me. So, and it's super sprint as well, which means
It is, yeah.
qualifying is even more important, and I suck. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's going
Okay.
to be straight.
Yeah.
But the last round is Adelaide and endurance, which I do enjoy very much. So if I can make it to there in it, then who knows?
Absolutely. Let's look forward to that then. But you do have a super sprint to endure at Road Atlanta in 2 weeks' time.
You're being the right word.
Yeah. Anyone you want to shout out to before we let you go and start your practice?
Yep, you guys for doing all the broadcast stuff. I can ignore Wobbly because he's not here.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sodgy Wobbly. Jamie for turning up and race, even though he really did it last minute and it all went terribly wrong. But you know, at least he tried.
Yes.
We'll get the Simpsons cake gif out and just, yeah, at least you tried. And then I feel better. Yeah, and everyone who turned up obviously because it's a decent sized grid for the first round.
It was, and it was an exciting pair of races. So more of that, please, from you and everybody else. We'll let you go and start your practicing for the track you don't like, Road Atlanta. I think you're wrong, by the way. One of the best tracks on the server, if I'm being honest. But yes, we will bid you farewell, Mr. Multiple Previous Champion, current reigning champion, Simon Trendle.
See ya.
Cool, right. Who should we bring in next? I think we need to speak with one of our... where's it gone? Where's the live booth? Why can't I find it? There we go. We shall bring in Mr. Stephen Phillips. Good evening to you, sir.
Hey guys, how we going?
Very, very good. Well, I'm full of flu, but I feel so much better after watching all of that drama. That was excellent. In the first of tonight's races, you finished in 8th place and 3rd in your class. In the second of tonight's races, you finished top of the class. And where did you finish overall? Just let me bring it on the screen. 5th. Just didn't have that on the screen. Which is very impressive. A real drama with Ant Woodward in both races.
Yeah, we had a fun fight.
Yeah, you need to like get a room or something, you know. There's a lot of attention paid to one another there. And in the first race, Adam was behind you. You want to be getting further ahead than Adam, like lots further ahead than Adam. He's not raced for ages. So talk us through your 2 races first. Well, you had more screen time than a lot of other cars, apart from those Alcantech boys. But yeah, it was dramatic. So talk us through your first race.
Oh gosh, honestly, my brain's so fried I barely remember it. It was such a demanding track mentally, and I think it was really more of a recovery drive. You know, because I obviously I bogged the launch, and that's not. You want to start the first race of the season with you know, doing a Max Verstappen Formula One launch, but you know, we made it work. So made some spots back, took advantage of some freebies, and I think advanced my qualifying spot. So you know, it took care of the car. Hard to really be upset about a race like that, and yeah, had some fun battles. So
no, very good. It did look like a great bag of fun and quite a lot of drama. Was there a strategy to hunt Ant Woodward down, or was it literally head down, tick off the laps, don't make mistakes, just drive as fast as I can within my personal limits?
Well, I mean, that's the rule to Bathurst, right? That's just how you have to drive the track. So yeah, mix of being head down and just running my laps, and um, being patient and seeing where Ant was making mistakes and where I could take advantage.
Very good, and you did it very well. Um, Chris, any observations for Stephen? You were saying in the broadcast you consider him to be a Bathurst specialist, and it did show, didn't it? Especially in the second race where he topped his class.
Yeah, definitely. Hats off to you there, Stephen. You're always fast around here, and one thing I noticed today was your car looked very well balanced, especially under brakes. Is that a setup thing, or is that just a strength of yours around here?
Maybe a little bit of both. So lately I've been grabbing sets from the PVDK V8s Discord. So Pete's been providing some great starting points, and then I tweak them to kind of suit how I like the car to feel. So that meant softer front end, a little bit softer in the rear, and softer front sway bar as well. And yeah, it's a shame that community's kind of going away, so we'll have to figure something out in the future. But yeah, I was really happy with how the car was driving today.
Yeah.
You looked very comfortable there, and the car didn't seem compromised over the top of the mountain. You were able to brake late and brake hard and still make apexes. So that's one of the things I noticed that was kind of where I think you were able to make some moves, is late braking and getting on the inside of people. So well done, impressive race.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. I think a lot of it too is, taking care of the tires. Track was kind of warm, and Bathurst is always, it's such a long lap. It's always a track where you really need to, take care of the tires and be really conscious about not sliding the car at the exit of corners. So that's definitely something I'm always thinking about as well.
We've got Road Atlanta in 2 weeks' time for a super sprint race, 3 20-minute sprints. You might have to get a train or something to there from New York. Dear, I can't believe you still have that against your name. It's so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Road Atlanta. How do you go at that track? That's much different to this one. Lots of tight, heavy braking zone kind of corners, with some sweeping bits as well, and up and over the hill and stuff. But yeah, a bit of a different package. How do you go there?
Well, I mean, I think the last time we were there in the Gen 2s, I got a win. So I'm looking forward to being back at Road Atlanta, especially for the new format. It's going to be a lot of fun.
What's your take on doing the Pro and the BSTV Cup split?
Oh, you know what? To be honest, I completely forgot about it, and I didn't even realize which which one I was lumped in until Tyler had said something. So yeah, I think it's cool. I'll look forward to seeing how the pro field grows, I guess, as people move through the cup ranks.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you get to get your hands on some of my wood, because I'm going to. Can't even say it myself without laughing. I mean, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? Because I'm going to do a trophy for both the Pro and the BSTV Cup, and possibly the team as well.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
Depends
really
how
cool.
the funds go, because we don't make any money in BSTV. It just washes its face. It pays for licenses and tracks and cars, because I don't race at all. So other than being a donation fund, it's it wipes its face at the end of every season, or is supposed to. So I'm going to see what the account can afford and how much discount I get from the people who make the trophies. So it's worth going for one, I have to say.
Yeah, we'll have to see if I can finally string a full season together, try and bring some hardware on.
I mean, Simon Trendle has got himself a proper little bonfire going on, because he's got TCR ones, he's got V8 ones, is he going to get a pit stop cup one? I can't remember who won that now. But yeah, it's worth having a go at. But anybody you want to shout out to before we let you go and do your practice for Road Atlanta?
Yeah, just thanks to you guys for bringing us back for another season. Really excited. The schedule looks great. I'd love to be able to do a full one. Chris, great to have you in the booth. Thanks to Ant, Adam, everyone that I was racing with for some good racing. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
Good stuff. Well, a great performance tonight from Stephen Phillips.
Cheers, guys.
Congrats, Stephen.
He's a nice guy, isn't he? He is lovely.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Right, who shall we drag in next? We've got Vincent. We'll bring in Woody. 'Cause
Pete, can I just jump in? I've got to head out. The kids
You
are
do
bugging
it.
me, but Logan wants to say something quickly
Oh,
to
yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, come on.
Time's up.
Time's up.
I want to go for you. Hello.
Hello. Oh, dear. Crazy kids in Canada. In that case, Chris, have a great evening, mate.
Okay, Logan's getting shy there, so yeah,
Aw.
time's up. As Ella says, got to go.
Yeah.
Congrats everyone. Thanks for having me in the booth, and excited to watch the rest of the season. So, cheers.
Yeah, awesome stuff. You're welcome anytime. Chris Jackson, everybody. Right, I am going to grab myself some Woody. Good evening.
Evening, how are we?
I'm full of flu, so don't sit too close. Yeah, just keep
Ugh.
your distance. Yeah. Right, let me just go and find out what happened in the first of tonight's races, because you had a pair of what I thought were decent races, and then when I looked back at race one, it was a 10th place, and you were off the podium in your class, I mean. But you were on screen so much, it was just a bit crazy. And then in the second race, you kind of did something very un-ant-like. You led, and you were increasing your lead, like lap on lap, really, really fast, and get second in class. It was quite a performance.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. Both
Yeah.
races was really fun. Good to be back.
Good. And Bathurst certainly has suited you this evening. Sometimes I feel like you've been the victim of other people's crashes a lot along the way, and not the case tonight. That was a much more free and open, and can do his own racing kind of race.
Yeah, I like it when I'm left alone, but nearly killed myself on the last lap.
Did you? Oh, I missed that.
Yeah,
That
into
was a-
Skyline. Really messed up. And yeah, it was. I thought Stephen was running out of fuel, so I was really pushing. And I think I was on canvas by then. I had no tyre left, so yeah, I wished I'd pitted a bit later in this feature race, but no, it kind of worked out in the end thanks to Bob playing wingman.
No, he did a good job. Stephen was struggling to get past Bob for a little while, and Bob's so fast. I can't figure out why Bob was. I've seen Bob win races. I couldn't understand why Bob was not up to the top boys tonight. Is it? What is that about?
It's not his favourite track, Bathurst.
Right.
And I think he's still focused on moaning about being pro.
Oh, right. Did he not consider himself to be a pro?
No, and I'm like, get in pro, give me a break.
Because his I
So,
rating is so high.
yeah, he's totally ascended now, but
Oh,
he's
yeah.
he's
He-
just
He
mindful
has.
of the fact that pro is just so hard.
Oh, it is. I mean, look at
yeah.
the names that they're racing against. But he's got
Yeah.
the third highest I rating in that whole race.
Yep,
6,439.
he's killing it.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
so he doesn't. It's not his favourite track, and yeah, he got a bit unlucky, I think, as well. So
Okay. Well, he can find a box of Kleenex, can't he? Try his
he'll be back. He'll justify his pro position, I'm sure, this
Oh,
season.
without a doubt. He is that fast. Yeah, too right. And the NQR Europe boys have been smashing it this evening. Although Greg Carr had a very strong first race. Where did he finish in the second race?
He's super quick, Greg.
He
Yeah.
is. Oh, no, he was fast in both. Second in class in the first and third in class in the second.
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe he's the one to watch, because that's going to be a good points haul for Greg. Okay. So, been a little while since V8s were on the screens, but it's good to have them back. Have you managed to polish any of your V8 racing skills in the off season, or have you been focused on other things?
No, actually, I've had a long break.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I was really demoralised after last season, and I took a long break. And I've literally only just about 2 weeks ago sort of got back in it and got my head down again.
Okay, well, hopefully that's refreshed your want to do well. It certainly paid off tonight, whatever you've been doing, because that was a very, very polished performance, I have to say. And the car looked in control, apart from the one time that you described that we didn't see, where you nearly binned it on the last lap. But yes, it's a very, very controlled, calm approach, I would suggest, to each of the corners. I didn't see any panic in the wheel at all. So yeah, it's very good. Road Atlanta next, a bit more of a drama in terms of heavy braking, tight turns, and a real. There's some breakneck turns on that track. Not that there aren't here, but just thinking about the last turn onto the main straight, up and over through the chicane, all those sort of the beginning of the bone of the pork chop at West Bend, I think it's called. Everybody dies there at some point in their racing career. How do you go there? Are you looking forward to it, or are you fearful of it?
No, I love Road Atlanta, and the whole schedule actually is all tracks I like. So, really looking forward to it. And the other thing is they're all non-EV weekends, so that always helps. You know, last season I think were all EV weekends. So, I mean, not that she bothers me, but it just affects your psyche, I find. So,
Yeah. No, very good.
yeah.
Anybody you want to shout out to before we start? Before you start your practice for Road Atlanta?
Yeah, just a few. Stacey Jack Evie as usual. Greg Carr for the paint is looking awesome. I think you'll agree this season.
Yeah.
Bob, I hate to say it, but he said he'd be my wingman there with Tyler and Stephen closing, and I was sort of a bit guilty in the car, thinking I wouldn't do it for you.
Classic. Absolutely.
But
Brilliant.
no, he straight up said I'll be your wingman, so I can't fault him for that. Stephen Phillips, Adam Wright, brilliant racing.
Yeah.
And he's gone now, hasn't he? Chris Jackson.
He's gone, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Corey Preston, you probably don't know him.
I know Corey. I know.
Yeah.
Corey.
Okay. He's an Aussie. The setup was sort of derived from him with Chris Vettel in it. So thanks to them two for the setup,
Right.
and of course SimAbility.
Yeah. Why is Corey Preston not racing this? Is it too far out of his time zone? Because he's raced with us before.
Probably is.
Yeah.
Probably is a bit.
Fair enough.
He may have a life and need to do stuff on
Who
Saturday
needs
night.
one of them?
I know,
they're
right?
overrated right away.
Yeah.
You know, I spend my life in front of this PC. I can't understand why I'm divorced. Anyway, we look forward then to seeing you at Road Atlanta in 2 weeks' time, 4th of April. I'll keep reminding people and make sure they turn up. And Woodward, everybody.
Cheers, Pete.
Cool. That did freak me out because he flushed himself, which is why I went silent for so long. A bit rude, but there you go. Right, let's round out the interviews for this evening with Vincent Skilbeck. Good evening. Evening.
Morning.
Morning, even, yes. Good morning. Isn't it? Is it something like Uru? Is that what you guys say? I can't remember. I don't know.
I don't know.
Never mind.
G'day.
G'day. That'll do. Yeah. I've watched Neighbours. Apparently they don't even record that anymore. I mean, good grief. That was an institution back in the day.
Not on TV anymore.
Right. Okay. Oh dear. Poor old Ramsey Street. Never will be the same again. Right. Okay. But thankfully you got your certificate safely through the post, which is a miracle because I sent one the previous season to somebody. I think it was a trophy, and it took like 5 weeks to turn up at their house or something. And that one went right around the planet to you. I'm glad you got that. But I've said it on the broadcast already. There was a cat tree in the background, and there was no picture of a cat. So I'm in a mood with you. I'm a cat dad. Cats are brilliant. So there needs to be a cat. Anyway, tonight was a bit of bumpy driving, I think. Not on your part, but on the people around you. Where did you finish in the first race? It was
20 something.
Yeah. Let me see.
21st or something.
Yeah, something like that. Let me find it. There it is. I can't even find it now, and I've scrolled down. Where are you? Oh, there. 20th. Exactly. Top 20 finish score. But that didn't reflect the speed that you had, because at several points you had the fastest lap repeatedly in both races. We were watching it. So you've got the pace in the car. What was the issue in the first race?
I think the issue in the first race was one Mr. Jamie Wilson binning it going into the dipper.
Sorry, yes.
And I
thought
just
that was
couldn't
the
avoid him.
race, so never mind.
Nah, that was the first race.
So,
He did apologize for it. I was like, it's all good. I kind of had nowhere to go. So
yeah, I mean,
it's all good.
He was 50-50 on whether he should race or not. And yeah, the fact that he even turned up at all is testament to him as a trooper. But yeah, he's lost it going over the crest, hasn't he? His car's over rotated into the left-hand wall, and you've collected him as you've gone right. There's no stopping, is there, once you're over Skyline? It's a one-way ticket to the bottom, so unfortunate. And then in the second of tonight's races, I've forgotten everything already, so I'm going to bring up the start-ins and switch to there. And where are you?
I was down the field again.
Oh, there you are, 19th. Up a position from the first race score. So, yeah, it's, I mean, you must have done how many laps of Bathurst over the years? A bazillion? Roughly?
Yeah, I've done quite a few, but coming into this week, I felt I was way off pace. Just from early laps during the week, I was only being able to do 9s and 10s. I don't know if this car has changed or something, but I'm in struggle street at the moment with this car. Anything I do with it doesn't work. And it's just a real struggle for me to get any sort of pace out of the car.
Where'd you get your setups from?
I'm using VRS, but I'm changing them because I've noticed I can't drive the VRS sets anymore. I don't know what it is, but yeah, this car is just not clicking with me, and it's just a real struggle street. So much so that last night, doing V8 Scops quali, which I have managed to make the grid for after doing 90 something laps last night, just to gain 5/10 of a second to get on. Contemplating last night to even just give up the V8 altogether and just stop driving it, because I'm just banging my head against the wall with trying to extract pace out of the car. So yeah, but hearing from you that I was kind of one of the quickest cars out there tonight didn't feel like it for me, but that surprises me a lot.
Right, okay. Well, I think I used to race with a guy who had lots of good advice, and he always said to me, look, if the car is that much of a handful, because I did used to race these folks way back. I was awful. Let's just make sure that that's clear. But I enjoyed it. It doesn't mean that you can't enjoy something if it's a struggle. But he always said to me, then just change everything. Just change the whole thing. Go and get your setups from somewhere completely different, and try tweaking them instead. There's no point in going and thrashing yourself on VRS sets if the setup just isn't aligned to your driving style and the way that you finesse the car. Do something. I mean, these guys are getting their setups from somewhere else at the minute. It's in the Discord.
I've seen them being putting up. I might give them a go and see.
Sneak one and see
if
it's
I can.
all good. Yeah.
I can get something out of it, but yeah,
Stephen
I
was
don't know.
saying Stephen was saying he likes the front to be squishy and the back to be squishy, so he changes that setup in that way, and it obviously works for Stephen Phillips. So just do something a bit different and see what you get from it. There's no harm in it, is there? I know that Scops is a bit of a high pressure little world, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And changes can make a dramatic difference. So, yeah, do something a bit different, I think, Vincent. I think that'll help you. I really do. It always helped me following that advice. That's stuck in my head for, I don't know, 2 decades? What year is this?
Yeah.
2026. I started this in...
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, 2026. I started this in 2013. So I've been doing iRacing and
Oh yeah,
broadcasting.
you're doing it longer than me. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I was 2016, I think I started. So I'm
Okay.
coming up on 10 years this year.
All right. Well, I've got a few years on. I've got a few more notches on the bedpost than you have.
Yeah.
Quite a few. But yeah. But it's great to have you racing with us. That is a really nice livery yet again. I have to say the gold one was extra special. But I love the blue, the blue line that runs through this livery and runs right around the back of the car. That's a very nice touch. I like that a lot. You do your own liveries as well, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. It's very,
so
very, very tidy that way.
I thought I'd keep it simple this year. I kind of like the matte black kind of look, and then the pink on the front is pretty much a splash of icing on the front of the car, because Emma's Bakery is where I actually work, so it's why it's on the front of the car. So yeah, I decided to like put a splash of icing on the front to make it look like it was drooling on the front of the car. So it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I like that a lot. And you're never allowed to leave our leagues because your paints are absolutely fantastic. Did you see Anton Shishonkov's paint? Because that's
maybe
pretty cool. It's
I'll have to go back and have a look.
It's very Australian. If you've got the broadcast running at the minute, or you can get it running.
I do have the broadcast running at the moment.
Right, let me get a camera on him. I'm on the right camera now. We need to wait for him to go to a slow corner, so I've joined him at entirely the wrong place on the track. Let me speed this up. Meow, 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 meow. This is exactly normal speed, this, folks. Not really. There we go. So he's got an Aussie flag wrapped around the whole thing, a dude on a kangaroo, and I think it's mud or something that's running up the front and the sides of the car. It's just very, very cleverly put together.
Oh, wow.
It's akin to the level of detail that you put on the car, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It looks mean when you look at it from the front as well.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Very good, isn't it? Yeah. And there's something on the roof.
Yeah, I got the Southern Cross on the back of my car, I think.
Yeah, what?
Oh, yeah,
Talk to me about Southern Cross, because Hoff has rocked in with Southern Cross Racing. What's that all about?
I don't know. Yeah, that's a new one for me. I knew he raced under some Aussie thing, but
okay.
yeah, I'm not quite sure about that. So yeah,
The hunt for
I did see
information.
he was in one of the chats tonight. I should have jumped in and had a chat to him throughout the race. So I might do that next time.
Yeah, why not? Okay, cool. So Road Atlanta next, and hopefully take some confidence out of your speed from this one. I would do something a bit crazy with your setups, and see how you get on with that. And then next week you can say, Pete, you're an idiot. That didn't work at all. Let's see what happens, shall we? Oh, not next week, the week after that. But yeah, it's anybody you want to give a shout out to before we let you go and start your practice for Road Atlanta?
Yeah, everyone's in the league for the race tonight. It's good to see there's a lot of new guys that have come in. Hopefully they stick around even if they've had a tough race tonight. It's always good to see new faces. You guys for the broadcast. Was good to see Chris out again, just having a little double. It was good to see. And yeah, I don't know if SimAbility is still sponsoring again, but thanks to them if they are.
SimAbility, we're in support of SimAbility now.
Okay.
So yes, they are still all over it, and we're trying to make people aware that they are there and they're doing great things for people, less privileged than the rest of us to be able to race these things without support and without assistance. But yeah, they're still a part of this, but in a ever so slightly different way. In that case, I look forward to seeing you on track at Road Atlanta, and wish you great luck with your scops over the course of the next week. But it's good that you made it through the cut, so there you go. And
Yeah.
Look forward to seeing you then. Vincent Skillbeck, everybody.
Yep. Catch everyone next week.
Cool, right, folks. Chris managed to sneak away without giving me his driver of the meeting, so hopefully he'll message me at some point. If not, I'll chase him doggedly until he does. That means I've got the pressure of picking one out of the crowd. I don't like this. Right, let's have a look. I think... So, Woodward got one. Let me have a look. Let me have a think. Where do I want to go? Greg Carr. I think Greg Carr. He had a quiet day, but he had a solid day. He's got himself a second and a third. I think he's oh, right, okay. Right, I've got Chris's votes on the screen at the minute. You can only pick one, mate. You can only pick one. So I'm gonna pick for you. I'm gonna go with Greg for you, because that's the one. And in fact, I'm gonna go Greg as well, I think. Or do I go Tyler? No, I'm gonna go Tyler. You go Greg. That means that BSTV Cup cars have mopped up there, and probably so they should, because it's a privileged situation to be in, I suppose. So one for Tyler, and one for Greg. There we go. So that's up to date now. It's been a brilliant return to the screens for the V8ESC series. This is the 18th season. It's been going for years now. I don't know how many. I think it's something like 7 or 8. It may be more. I've totally lost count. We've gone through many sponsors. We've gone through many broadcasters. We've gone through so many races, and some of them are just absolute hardcore V8ESC all the way through. And it shows in some of the results tonight. Great sportsmanship from Tyler, which is part of the reason that I've given him one of the drivers of the meeting. And as Chris and Wobbly said, it was more of a racing incident possibly, but you've got to view it in the moment, and he certainly did. So yeah, congratulations to all the drivers tonight. Regardless of how their race went, just rocking up to these races is daunting on Mount Panorama. If you didn't have a great race, it's just the first week. You've got drop rounds that will be accounted for as well. So stay with it. It's a struggle of a car to get on with in the first place, but once you've mastered it, it's fantastically rewarding. We've said it so many times in so many seasons. It is... yeah, it's going to be a great season if it carries on exactly like this. So, bring the broadcast to a close. Thanks to all the people that watched, all the people that raced. Thanks to SimAbility for being there for so many people and making sim racing accessible. Thanks to Chris in particular for joining me in the booth. Definitely not to Wobbly. And we'll see you in a fortnight's time for this series. Don't forget though, we have TCR Challenge Cup this coming Wednesday, and for the life of me I now can't remember where that's at, so I'm going to go and check so that you know where you're going, because you don't want to get on the wrong train, do you? Where are we going? Schedule. We are going, oh of course, to Sebring for a sprint feature on Wednesday. It's a very, very full grid. You probably don't want to miss it, folks. That one's going to be a bit of a blast. So stay safe, folks. Don't catch the flu like I've done. Stay clear of all those germs, and we'll see you, if not on Wednesday, then definitely in a fortnight's time for the next one of these. It's been great. Night, folks.